Yes, people. Welcome back to another Sarcasm City Sports Q&A live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube, brought to you by myself, Flawless Mr. Take Note. And before I introduce the returning co-host, for those that are new here, the Sarcasm City Sports Q&A, you lot in the comments run the show, so you get to ask us any sporting question, past or present. So it can be football, it can be basketball, it can be boxing. The reason why I mentioned those three sports in particular, because they're the three sports that I'm actually knowledgeable about and watch the most. And my returning co-host here is also a tennis fan. So get your questions in the comments, people. But returning, I think he's finally over. He's quit crying about Liverpool not getting the quadruple. Man like Ryan is in the building. What are you telling me, fam? Long time?
Yeah, man, it's been a while, man. It's been a while. It's good to be back in all seriousness. I mean, people think I've been hiding, like, oh, look what happened. Look, he's been hiding. He's not been, he's not here to be seen. But like, I'm actually being honest, people. Like, I've actually had exams, like my final year uni exams.
Yeah, sure, innit? Yeah.
No,
I'm just saying, innit?
yeah,
I'm just
like,
no. You say all this. Let me ask the chat. Let me ask the chat.
Days after the Champions League
Exams. If you won the quadruple, I guarantee we would have seen you. But you continue
All right,
to lie to
what
the
would have
masses.
happened if we'd have won any one of the league or the Champions League? I probably would have popped on for like 5 minutes and won.
Yeah. Therefore, we would have seen you 100%. We know this. But
I
you
would
can
have
bullshit us
popped
with
on
your
like
exams.
5 minutes.
Yeah.
But it wouldn't have been a whole show thing because I've legit actually been busy in it.
Sure. Okay. All right.
Yo, you said you believed me on message.
No. I believe you in terms of you having exams. Well, I'm not gonna sit here and let you lie to me and our trusted viewers and say if you would have won a quadruple, we would not have seen you. I don't believe that.
But it wouldn't have been. It would have been like a 5 minutes on a stream.
Yeah. Sure. Okay. Whatever you say in it. Sure. Yeah. Yeah. I'm saying. Whatever you want to tell us and the masses is cool, man. What I'm saying. But aside from that, we're gonna get to all the quadruple jokes and your thoughts on that. Yeah. How is Ryan?
I've already gone through it through Shameless, so it's all right.
Yeah, we got more people been waiting for you. People been asking for you. Fellow panelists have been asking for you. The chat has been asking for you. Like, where's Ryan? I'm like, Ryan will be here. He's still crying though. You know what I'm saying? Well, how are you doing?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Just free from exams now. Can chill for the summer now. So yeah, I'm good, man. I'm actually good. Yeah, feel free, to be honest.
Okay, you feel free. All right. Anyways, as I was saying, people,
what's that sarcastic thing that
yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, I'm saying make sure you get your questions in, people. This show is all about the Sarcasm City TV viewers. So get your questions in, any sport, past or present. And members' comments do take priority, like a super chat. If you want to join the membership, the link is underneath in the description. I'm gonna put the membership link in the comments as well. But on top of that, make sure how you can support for absolutely free. Hit the like button on the video, share it across all the socials, and subscribe to the channel Sarcasm City TV. So we're going to get to all of that. And as you can see as well from the title, people, Darwin Nunes to Liverpool. So this is a great show for Ryan to come back to. He's actually going to be of use to us here. Being a Liverpool fan, we can get it from his viewpoint, the Liverpool fan perspective. We're going to get to all of that. You deciding it. What do you think? Big up to Emmanuel, says big up Flawless. I've not been able to catch any live shows, but smash the like button on your way in, people. Real football talk tonight. Yeah, real football talk tonight. And Surfer's gonna help us out with that, because if it's down to this guy in the right, it's a wrap.
You didn't tell me you're another fan calling show. Who's this?
That's funny. That's funny.
That's good. That's good.
Yo, this comes from the guy who didn't even reply to my message earlier. And I actually sent him a DM on Twitter.
He did another one, Flawless. He messaged me, he goes, you didn't respond. You didn't tell me who City's rivals are. I said, what? You didn't say hello.
We ignore you all the time.
I asked you the other week. I was chatting with Surfer about some football the other week, and he just never bothered to reply to me about something.
I understand. I ignore you all the time.
Hey,
even your Wi-Fi is breaking.
Don't you remember?
Even your Wi-Fi don't want to hear from you. But big up to Emmanuel as well, man. Much appreciated. You're always supporting. My guy Jeremiah, it's been a minute. Jeremiah, don't let United and the transfer window stress you out. I see you, young king, on the timeline being stressed, fam. It's not worth it. Just relax. Let's just wait and see what happens, Jeremiah, man. Just chill out, man. Don't get your hopes up. Expect nothing, and then you'll be all right, innit? You know what I'm saying?
Don't listen to him, Jeremiah. Get your hopes real high, really so high. Like, it's like Christmas 10 times, bro. Get it really high, and then when it disappoints you, don't tell us about it. That's all I'm saying. It's real high.
This guy. But yeah, we're gonna get to it. People are already talking about Darwin Nunes. Like I said, that is the title of this Q&A. Having one good season doesn't make Nunes a £100 million player. Facts. With Jeremiah, we're gonna give all our thoughts on that. Anton M says Bruno 2.0. I presume he's talking about Nunes. If he's Bruno 2.0, welcome to hell, Ryan. You know what I'm saying? If he is Bruno 2,
Oh,
welcome
bro, I've
to
already
hell.
got Jota at my club.
No. Jota's not, but at least Jota's a forward player. Like it breaks down in the final third and the last part.
But Darwin
Ours
Nunes
breaks
is
down
striker.
in our final third. Yeah. So this is what I'm saying is that's why it's worse for me because mine is a midfielder.
Yeah. All
That's what
right,
we call
yeah.
him.
No, but you're saying
You know what I'm
like
saying?
you're acting like I'm like I need to prepare myself for this, bro. I've got Jota. Like,
No. I'm saying if
Bro,
Nunes is Jota's. You don't understand. Jota is so much worse than Bruno. At least Jota
Yes.
gives you movement. He's not.
no, you mean better. You mean better. Sorry.
Yeah, Jota. Yeah. You acting like Jota's miles better than Bruno. At least Jota will
Not
give you
saying much
movement.
though, innit? Bruno's not exactly the bench.
This is my point. He's not. What I'm saying is, if he is Bruno 2.0, welcome to hell, fam. Because that guy is an eyesore. Wait until he's on the edge of your box trying to volley it, you get me, to your fullback, and then skies it. And he's done that a couple times. Not once. You know what I'm saying? But we move. Klopp doesn't tend to get the best out of dead ballers, though. Like I said, we're going to get into all of this. Emmanuel says, why is Ryan blushing, fam? Relax. He could tear his ACL tomorrow. Why are you blushing over Nunes? Why are you always flustered?
Me, I'm not
What's
gassed
going
about
on?
Nunes. You know I'm not
You
gassed
sure?
about Nunes.
As Emmanuel said it, you need to talk to Emmanuel. I'm just asking that. You normally are always blushing.
What have I
so,
been
you know.
saying like the last week on the Shameless FC group chat? And
I have
on,
no idea.
Like,
I ignore you all the time, fam. I ignore you on shows. I ignore you in group chats. I ignore you on WhatsApp. I ignore you in real life. You acted like I'd be on point in the group chat. You know what I'm saying?
that's true.
Yeah, exactly.
Evening.
Yes, Timo, what are you telling us? You good?
All good. How you guys doing?
Yeah, man. Oh, bless, man.
Why do you sound like you're inside of a bucket?
Because I'm literally knackered. Just came back from soccer.
Yo, Timo, I got to ask you a question. I know this is going on a
I
different
went to
spot.
Soccer Aid. What is this?
Yeah, he did. You went soccer
Yeah, he
aid?
did, yeah.
You went soccer aid? I seen a man laughing at the fat man went soccer aid.
Yourself, you're a prick, you know.
Just laughing at man. The fat man went soccer
Surf
aid.
is brutal, Surf is actually brutal.
Wait, what's wrong with soccer aid, man? It's a charity.
Yeah,
game.
no. What's wrong with soccer aid, man? Supporting charity.
I
What's wrong with
Soccer
that?
Aid's brilliant.
It's you traveling all the way from Plymouth to go to West Ham Stadium.
Oh,
Not even a pre-season Chelsea friendly. I wouldn't bag on you, but a fat Jamie Carragher, Gary Neville being spun by Usain Bolt. You travelled 7 hours there and back to do that.
Don't worry, mate. I only get to see People Check Masterclass, but unfortunately, Wenger taxes has the man took.
Yo, sir, Timo, I've got to have a word with you. I don't get why you rep the biggest bums in each sport, So in football, you've got the likes of Werner and these guys who you rep. Basketball, you've got Westbrook. And Formula One, you've got Leclerc. Leclerc, who's had in his last pole positions in races, has failed to win each of the races. How is that even possible?
Before you respond to that,
Timo, I love you, but you rep some bums,
And I'm gonna let Timo get to it. This tag team partner beef. All of this coming from the John Joe Shelby stand, but we move. Go on, Timo. You carry on, fam. You carry on. You answer that.
That is 2 engine failures in 3 races. That's number 1. Number 2, Monaco and Miami solely and wasn't his fault. I think it was pure domination by Red Bull. Imola, it was pure unlucky for him. But
today, let's.
It's not his fault.
No engine failure, but he already lost.
It's not merely his fault. I know, but it's not merely his fault. Look what happened to him. It could happen to anyone. Look at how many.
I think he's a bit of a bum. I can't lie.
Look at the retirements today, all for Ferrari power cars.
I heard they had the engine failures, but let's be honest, Leclerc started on pole, but by the time his engine failed, he was already third. He'd already lost pole. He was never winning that race.
We lost. I think it's not even that. Like I've literally I wasn't going to that race with a full confidence just because I know the history with Baku in the past, like pure chaos and that because of the street circuit. And I don't think we dominate the whole weekend. If I'm being honest with you, I think it's Red Bull mainly just quicker on the straight, and nothing just
Yeah, I hear
quicker on the
that.
straight. But
Yeah, I
yeah,
just
it's
I
like,
just think Leclerc needs to
I'm not
into
really in the
wins,
mood
man.
to talk about that way, but I don't mind if you want to put that up.
That's cool. We're gonna get to all of this. Emmanuel
Yeah,
says he just happened to have that convenient excuse at the right time. Of course, Emmanuel, you're right, man. You get what I'm saying? He conveniently, and it's not his fault. It's all about his education, his future, and he is the future of this country and this great nation. Is the likes of Ryan. So it's important. He's in university. He's concentrating. He's not worried about outside things like football and streaming and things of that nature. It's all about, like I said, him getting the correct education to bear himself, bear his generation, his family, and everything else. Isn't that right, Ryan?
Yeah, cheers, bro. That was really nice.
Yeah, I know I'm a star. You're fucking welcome. Sir Tommy Tuchel, which is Timo, says, Ryan, you do realize all exams are online, right?
Yes,
This is what Timo
writing
said.
2 essays for each exams in a period of 48 hours, it can actually be tough, you know. So.
Yeah, it can be tough, Timo. Hold that, fam. Hold that.
Hold that, Timo. Yeah.
Yeah,
Timo,
hold
what's
that.
Timo got? What?
I only got coursework, man, for my course, innit? Because I'm a push.
You're in your master's year, innit? I'm in my 3rd year. Like, yes.
Sorry. This comment from Manji Sarcasm City through and through. Says big up Flawless Surfer and the fan that's called in. Big up to Manj. Jeremiah, this is actually a good question. Like I said, we will get to your questions, people. So get your questions in. Flawless, I saw Aaron's story. It got me thinking, would you take Lewandowski at Man United? Because I take him in a heartbeat. Yeah. Here's the tough thing, because me saying I wouldn't take Lewandowski just sounds wild. Like that should be an automatic yes. But I'm not gonna lie, I'm tired of just old players and old strikers. As good as Lewandowski is, if we were to sign him, it'd have to be with a plan. We're not just signing Lewandowski because he's Lewandowski. He fits what Ten Hag's trying to do. Because Manchester United are at a point to me where we need players in for the future. We're not built to win now. This is why I don't want Ronaldo starting week in, week out. We don't need to be signing anyone who's day 1, day 2, or beyond those years, because they're to win now. This is why I'm like, go get younger players, and in 3 or 4 years, where we should be trying to challenge for the major trophies. Not even win, people, just challenge. I'm talking Premier Leagues, last stages of the Champions League. And this is why with Ronaldo, like, Carragher said it best, and people hate him because he's a Scouser and he played for Liverpool. You don't sign Cristiano Ronaldo to win in 3-4 years at 37.
Carragher actually speaks so many facts about your club.
I've said this countless times. I've said when it comes to mainstream pundits, he is the best one when it comes to talking about Manchester United, which is crazy because he has no emotional attachment. What he said about Ronaldo was spot on. What he said on the overlap about Rashford was spot on when he said for Manchester United to win anything. You sounded like one of us on here when he said for Manchester United to win anything with him in your front three, the other two have to be amazing. And I agree with him. 110%. I agree with him. So in regards to that, yes, I wouldn't be opposed to Lewandowski, but it has to be a plan. The same way I wouldn't be opposed to Eriksen coming in. But I don't want Eriksen to land at Manchester United and be the first team. There's 2 Chelsea fans on here. People tried to butcher me when I said I would take Kante as a squad player, which is crazy. I was like, why? Look at our bench now. Why would I not want Kante on the bench as a bench option? Like, to me, that's wild, innit? Like, I don't know if people don't realize where Manchester United are when you look at our first 11. Like, Kante gets in our first 11 now. Even a declining Kante, who's nowhere near what he was, is still better than McTominay. Like, this is not what we're doing in that. He's still better than him now.
DNA, bruv. DNA.
So it's sure,
time for the shirt. Yeah, time for the shirt.
DNA, bro. DNA.
Oh my God. So yeah, that's my thoughts on it, Jeremiah.
It is interesting though, for like what you said
about
about like, you know, for United to like, you can't really buy players to win now because you ain't really got the team for that. But that's kind of the opposite with us. We're trying to like buy these young bums, like Nunez, and it's like.
Are you calling him a bum already? All right, get into it, man. I called Nunez a bum already. No, but I even watched him 10 games live, and you're calling him a bum. But we moved.
Whereas, like,
Ryan takes people.
We're being linked with we were linked with like Harry Kane like the other week in it, and I'm like Harry Kane or Darwin Nunez. I heard someone say like I was on a stream like we were on Nick's stream
here we go
an hour ago. A Liverpool fan on there, cool guy saying like I would have taken Darwin Nunez over Harry Kane for the same amount of money, I think, as well. And I'm like, I think it was because to build for the future or something. But like, bro, we've got a team where only like a couple of additions. Let's try and win now. We're not like United. We need like a Harry Kane. We could do with like a Harry Kane, someone who's just the finished article now to try and win now. I want to win now, not build for this. Oh, let's win in 5 years. Yeah, cool. I want to win in 5 years, but we're capable of winning now. So like, instead of focusing on rebuilding for the youth, go and buy players that will get us over the line next season after that in the short term as well. Like, that's what's annoying me, man. Instead, we brought this guy who has no first touch because paid all this money because he's young, innit? He's 22.
Here's where what you're saying and I get to Nip and I get to your comment in a sec as well. But what you're saying makes sense to an extent. But you're in that space where, yes, Liverpool, you've been challenging on four fronts. You were legit 2 games away from winning a quadruple. The fact you were in a quadruple is credit to Klopp and your entire team. But what you don't want is for your team to reach peak point, reach its peak, then tail off, and you have to rebuild all at the same time. Where Liverpool are, you have to do both. You not only have to sign players for the future, you also have to sign players for now. You're in the mix. You have to do both. Because if you look at the main players in your team, if I'm standing correctly, are they not all 28, 29 and older? How old's Alisson?
Alisson's 29, but then he's a goalkeeper. 29.
He's a goalkeeper, but I exclude the goalkeeper. Let's talk. How old's Van Dijk? How old? So Trent, he's the exception to the rule. How old's Van Dijk?
Trent's an exception. 31, I think.
Okay, how old's 30, 31? How old's Robertson?
29.
Oh, Robertson's like 29, I think. 29. But we got Tsimikas, who's I think.
Yeah, you got Tsimikas, but I'm making my case here. How old's Fabinho?
Fabinho's like 28, I think.
How old's Thiago?
He's like 30, 31. Yeah.
How old's Mane?
He's gone anyway.
30.
Yeah, he's gone, but my point is, how old is he? 30, 29.
He's like 29, 30, 30.
How old's Firmino?
30. 30 as well.
So you're at the point where a lot of your main guys are reaching peak years. So you don't want them all to get 32, 33.
We have actually started to rebuild a bit slow, kind of like slyly in it. It's like you see, like, obviously if you look through the team, there's still areas that need to be done, don't get me wrong, but like you got Alisson, who he's 29, but goalkeeper's peaks. That's not even old for a goalkeeper, let's be real.
Yeah, forget Alisson. I'm talking outfield players when I'm making the case. You don't want all them players that I just named to hit 32, 33 and you have to replace them all at once. But then you want to get 2 or 3 in now and then 2 or 3 next year, and then it's a cycle.
But then I think they have actually been kind of doing that slowly over the last couple of years. So you look at Konate as well. He's young. He's at 23, 24. So that's all right. Probably needs another centre back in the next couple of years, maybe. I don't know. Tsimikas is like, I think how old is Tsimikas? Like 24, something like that, I think. So that's all right. Fabinho, I mean, he's 29, but like he's slow anyway.
Disrespect, yo.
No, Fabinho's so slow, man. That guy's got zero.
It's just a disrespect, yo, man. You know
Bro, Fabinho's mobility is awful.
Fabinho's
not even had a good season, but no one will speak on it. So.
No. I'll give you credit for that. You were spot on, but you don't have you got to think you have 0 credit in the bank, but you was actually spot on.
What was that? What was I right on?
The Fabinho thing.
Yeah, he's not had a good season.
Yeah, I'm agreeing with you. Like when you was like, he's not. I take everything you say with a pinch of salt. I wait to hear it from somebody else.
I told you Rodri was better.
I don't know. You could tell me the sky's blue, and I'm a double check. Like, I'm gonna ask Surfer or Timo what color the sky is, isn't it?
Don't ask Timo. He doesn't know what day it is.
You don't have a fucking Scooby.
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
But all right, go on, get into it. Darwin Nunes. Why do you think he's a bum, Ryan? Talk to us. Why are you unhappy, and why is it the worst signing in the history of Liverpool? Chat to us.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I do go over it excessive on some stuff at the same. I say.
Oh, you think? Really? I would never say that about you, Ryan. You going over the top or being emotional or excessive with criticism.
Yeah, your wheat bits today or something.
I would never do
like that. I've never been gone.
I would agree with it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Sorry that the show didn't stop as you left. Show must go on, fam. You know what I'm saying? You this guy think he is? You think the show don't go on in that? Man's here, you know what I'm saying? Sun, rain, shine. You know what I'm saying? Glory.
Ryan, can you just repeat what you just said, please? You just repeat what you just said.
What did I say?
You know, about being over.
Being excessive. Run it back from the top.
You just say it again.
Oh yeah, I say stuff that's excessive in it, like, you know. I remember when you used to do that all the time a few months ago. It was funny. It was funny.
Yeah, get to it. Go on. So your thoughts on Nunes, innit? Why it's the worst signing in the history of Liverpool in the Klopp era?
Look, I'm not going to go that far. I mean, look.
Obviously, that's where you draw the line, yeah?
I have genuinely I have genuinely like been trying to like be positive about this signing now, because when it first kind of looked like it was going to happen at, like earlier in the week, I thought I wasn't happy. I'm not gonna lie, I really wasn't happy. But now I'm trying to see the positive sides. There's no doubt that he'll score goals. I've got no doubt about that. He will score goals. You know, Klopp, what attacker does Klopp get who doesn't really score goals? You know, Firmino's not a great goal scorer, but he's not really a proper attacker like that. His job wasn't to score goals. When Klopp, you know, so he'll score goals. There's no doubt about that. But I think it definitely means a change of system from Klopp. It has to be. It has to mean a change of system. This false nine thing's gone now, it looks like. So unless he changes to a 4-2-3-1 formation, which I don't really see happening, I think he still sticks with a 4-3-3 and goes with the front three of Salah, Nunez, and Diaz, which scares me a bit because it's kind of that there's such a lack of technical security in that front three with Nunez and Salah. Let's be honest. Obviously, Diaz is kind of technically secure, but even if you add Jota to that, it becomes like the most non-technical secure.
It's pace and
front
power,
line I've
man.
ever seen
That's
in
what
my
you go
life.
for, man. That's your thing. Pace and power. That's Klopp's thing.
Yeah, but come on, man. That's why I think that we really need to get a midfielder this summer. Like this emphasis, which I think we will.
Talk about it.
I think Liverpool are in for a midfielder because we really need to like not lose out on controlling games now. Because when you've got such a front three that's not technically secure. Remember before we had like Mane down the middle, who was more technically secure down there than those guys. Better playing with his back to goal and all that. And obviously Firmino before that as well was his job. But now we're going to rely a lot on the midfield to be able to control games and keep the ball retention and all that. So, because I ain't gonna lie, that front three, I'm going to see balls bouncing off their shin pads, misplacing 5-yard passes. It's going to be a tough watch at times next season, man. They'll score goals, but it's going to be a tough watch.
Like you on pro clubs, but go on, we move. Go on,
I don't think we're going to have much of a problem against the lower sides in the league, because we dominate. They'll park the bus a lot of the time. We'll dominate the ball and they'll score goals against those teams. But my problem will be against, I think, the bigger teams. You know, so the better teams in the league, the Cities, the Chelseas, all these. I think that's where I do, and big maybe Champions League games. That's where I really worry with that kind of front three, because, you know, if we don't get a midfielder, there's just going to be too much. There's not going to be enough ball retention in that team, I think, and we'll just lose out on control, you know, of games, and that's what cost us the league this season. I feel like it wasn't the fact that we weren't scoring goals. I think in the league we only failed to score in one of the league games.
Yeah, it was your draws against Brighton and Brentford and stuff like that.
Goals
And failing to beat anyone and failing to beat Spurs twice. Yeah, I know what I'm saying.
That's the problem. Scoring goals wasn't the issue. I think
it's that guy that it's the centre back who tried to go back to his national team that got rejected. I blame him, but we move.
Am I going to be allowed to speak now? You're just going to.
Oh, sorry, man. I'm just saying, innit? I just wanted to get that point across. Go on. Sorry, innit? He's not been in it for weeks. He's got a lot to say, people. Sorry,
we lost the league because of the midfield. We lost the league because of our first half of the season where we had Thiago injured and he didn't play enough. Because we dropped points. We didn't lose the league because of our second half of the season form. We won 16 of our 19 league games in the second half of the season. We didn't lose it because of that form. We lost it because of our first half of the season results. The likes of the Brighton home game where we go 2-0 up and they get battered in the second half and they come back. The Brentford game where we didn't control the game well enough without a Thiago in those games as well. Chelsea away, we go 2-0 up. But we have a midfielder, Fabinho, Milner, Henderson, and Chelsea battered us for most of that game. Does that happen with Thiago in the pitch? I don't think so. And yeah, because of that, that's what big reason.
Big up Lewis as well. I'm saying.
So that's
talk about average centre backs.
Problem.
But we move.
That's why we need, and even more because Darwin Nunes aside now, that's another forward who's not technically secure. That's why we really, really need more in midfield now. One or two players of top quality who are good on the ball. You know, that's just paramount now. Like I think we will get it this summer. I mean, people are talking about Bellingham. I think Bellingham will probably happen next summer if it does. I don't think it happens this summer. So we're going to need to go for someone this summer still, because honestly, if we go into next season with this squad with Nunes added, we'll score a lot of goals. It won't result in any big trophies, I'll tell you that. And plus with
Alright.
Thiago, he's the only midfielder who's capable of controlling
still
the game
angry.
in our team. And you can't even trust him fitness-wise, innit? So, like, yeah, I think if we go in next season with this team, especially with City getting Haaland and Alvarez, it's gonna ask a lot to win a league or Champions League.
It's
And yo, Lewis,
YouTube,
join the stream. I'll send you the link, Lewis. Jump on the stream, you joker. Go on.
It's YouTube.
on,
I
Sebo.
can't play the music that much on YouTube.
Oh yeah. We
Yeah,
can't play
yeah,
too
yeah.
much, yeah,
Copyright
man.
and
It's
all
not
that,
Twitch. You can just play the sad music. Well, he didn't really say anything too sad in it, you know.
It's weird because
yeah,
most Chelsea fans aren't sad about the news, isn't it?
And Lewis says Darwin Nunes is going to be chasing his first touch like Werner. I thought that's a
What
good
like
one.
what like
That's a good
Christensen was chasing that plane to Barcelona?
one. That's a good one.
Was that good? That was good, wasn't it?
That was good. You should be proud of yourself.
I don't
That was
comment.
it,
I
man.
don't comment on players that are not at our club anymore. So
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. But you can talk
You're
about
like
it from
those
a neutral
managers in
perspective.
press conferences, Surfer.
Yeah.
He's not my player. I don't talk
It's not
about
part of the team anymore. You know what I mean? It's all good.
So let's run through some more of the
Fantastic.
comments.
I
as
didn't
well.
even say a word. I keep my mouth shut.
Big up to Black Diamond as well, who joined the fan calling show. Says bless up the panel and chat. Bun Ryan still. I hear that. That is a sign we can stick all over Sarcasm City that everyone agrees with. 100%. Flawless and Washington Lewandowski is still better than most of your attack. Yes, Snipping. If we're here to state the obvious, yes. I never said once that Lewandowski doesn't start for Manchester United. He's our best striker, without doubt. I'm just saying, what does the future hold? Just get Lewandowski in for now. If there's no plan of action, there's no point. We've been here. Manchester United have had great players. We had Zlatan. What did it really do? Not too much. We've had other top quality players as well. And it's all, keep saying this 2022, football's a system game. If you don't have a system around you, you will not flourish. That's why you see the top players in this country for City and Liverpool go to their national teams and they're not the same. Pick one. Whoever you want to pick, whether it's a Mo Salah, whether it's a Trent, whether it's De Bruyne, whether it's, even if you say Chelsea, who I rate highly, and a Reece James, whether it's a Reece James, the list goes on, whether it's a Cancelo. Look at Cancelo for Portugal. And then look at him for Manchester City. Everyone pretty much agreement that he's probably the...
Apparently, Portugal conceded a goal today where Cancelo fell asleep at the back post. I haven't seen it, but that's what I'm hearing, innit?
Yeah, but we watched him do that against Benzema. We watched him do that against Benzema.
When it's a player who plays, when it's a fullback for us who does that, just saying, innit?
Yeah, I know. I think they're both scrubs, but here we are. We move. You know what I'm saying? But you know, it's a joke, people. That is a joke. You know what I'm saying? And making, I believe, might be his debut on the Q&A, because I've done so many of these Q&As, and it's been, the panel's been so stacked. Unfortunately, another Chelsea fan, people, but you know, it is what it is. But welcome, you know what I'm saying? I think it's 25k sub channel and that. My like Sadiq from Worldwide Chelsea is in the building. Yes, yes. What are you telling me, Sadiq? You good? Yo, you're on mute, fam.
You're on mute, bro. You're on mute.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
You're on mute. Yeah, it's cool, Sadiq. You know what's hilarious about that? When Sadiq had the glasses on, he looked like a more intelligent Ryan. You know what I'm saying?
I actually have to laugh at that. That was quite funny. It was quite funny. Your jokes are always shit, but that was quite funny.
Sure.
Still mute whatever you're doing, Sadiq.
Yeah, you're still on mute, Sadiq. Now you're actually muted. You know what I'm saying? You got to unmute yourself. Big up Flawless Ray in the panel. Yeah, I can hear you now. What are you saying, fam? You good?
Oh my days, what's going on, you lot?
Yeah,
Good, bro.
Oh, good. Ryan just crying about Nunes going to Liverpool, innit? Pretty much.
Yeah.
No, I'm getting to terms with it, innit? I'm getting to terms with it.
Oh, are you getting to terms with it? All right.
No, I'm legit
glad in it. That you know your team was 2 games away from winning a quadruple, and you just signed a £100 million striker. Oh, geez.
Look, if we don't get a top midfielder, we're not getting anywhere near a quadruple.
What do you mean? You just signed James Milner to an extension contract?
I know what's that all about. We've literally
he's a squad player. He's a squad player, fam.
With dressing room vibes. So
he's a squad player, man. He's a squad player. What's wrong with James Milner?
Dressing room vibes,
sexy James Milner, man.
No. He's regular James Milner. James Milner's a good squad player, man. So James Milner don't contribute. He does, man. He's a squad player.
He needs to retire.
Why does he need to retire? Why?
He's finished, bro.
He's not finished, man. James Milner is a quality squad player.
I love James Milner. I'm actually a big fan of James Milner.
It sounds like
he's finished.
Yeah.
I'm legit a big fan of James Milner.
So you think if James Milner left Liverpool, he couldn't go elsewhere and play in the Premier League for another team?
Probably to I don't know, Forest or something. I don't know.
So you reckon he go relegation? Really?
Bro, how old is he now? He's like 36 or something.
So because his face is old, what's that? Thiago Silva's 36.
Bro, we're keeping him for dressing room vibes, honestly.
Nah, that's Jordan Henderson's job. We move. But speaking, you know what I'm saying, of players who really act.
Oh, good
Hi,
lord.
amigo, he's coming.
I was trying to think of the
Hola,
joke,
amigo.
and I couldn't put it together in it. But speaking of players in it, who I can't even say came to the end because they were a bench warmer anyway. Yes, Lewis, what are you telling me, family? You good?
So we're still doing this disrespect thing. But I thought you man would have all got out your system by now. Bro.
Andreas
You
Pepto
like push
Bismol
your
Christensen.
shit.
Yeah, it's all
You
good,
like
man.
push your shit.
Hey, Andrew, why don't you respect our legends, bro? First Eden
Pepto
Hazard, now
Bismol.
AC. What's wrong with you?
Well, first of all, AC's not a legend. He's just part of the crew. So
Hey,
it's all
captain, leader, legend, bro. I don't want to
good.
hear it.
Captain leader leaving. That's what he's got.
Everyone leaves,
Sorry,
bro. I
Captain
don't
leader
blame him.
left. Captain leader left.
Respect captain, leader, legend, bro. I don't want to hear it.
Actually, he wasn't captain. What am I talking about?
I
Look
even
at
know
the
if this
Abbey
is
Proud
actually a
man's
doubt.
holding the
I know
armband.
why he was missing all those Chelsea games now.
Who?
I know why he was why he was missing all
Talk
those
about it.
Chelsea games now. Man
He
was
had
having
exams
Spanish
or what?
lessons, bro.
What was it?
No, he was having Spanish lessons. That's what it was.
It was. I even know
Oh,
if this is the
clocked
real
it.
gal. Let me check if it's actually.
Maybe if your defense
Actually,
had some
I-
Spanish lessons, they
Yeah,
could have
it's-
mastered that counter attack at fucking Paris.
Big up to a gal as well. Good thing he went to Liverpool over
Yeah, you
United. I
got
thought
knocked
he
out
was
by
going to
them as
ruin his
well.
career. You both
Not
of
in
you
the
man got
final,
moved
though.
through by Real Madrid, innit? Yeah, hold that.
Over two
We
legs
knocked
for you,
ourselves
bro.
out. You lot got knocked out. Big
Yeah,
difference.
yeah, sure. Whatever you want to tell yourself. innit?
Angolo
Shut
time.
up, Flawless, man. Shut up.
You
Shut up, man.
Oh,
Yeah,
like,
shut
you
up,
draw
man.
the line there, Surfer,
Shut
yeah?
up, man.
All the United jokes you've been getting off all year long. And
Don't
that.
forget, I saw your face like when we went 3-0 up, man. It's
I
like
was devastated,
someone
though.
told you, someone kicked you downstairs, man.
I
And then when
did.
they went 3-2, like someone would give you a lottery winning ticket, man. Your
It
eyes
was.
lit up.
You know what it was? Was at that point, yeah. What people don't realize is I'm on the stream. It's on Lewis's stream. Timo Werner scores. Chelsea are going through. And then
I
everything
remember.
like contemplates going through my mind. I'm like, shit, I'm gonna legit have to back these man. Because it's either them City or Liverpool. And I was like, I'm gonna have to hear
We were
about
this
this.
close to greatness.
Hope
And
you lot win
fucking
it.
Kante.
And then if you lot would have won it, all I would have heard about is how you've gone back to back in the Champions League and you've matched Manchester United's European trophy. I did not need that in life. I did not, and
I
that's
still
what was
stand
going
by
through my
City
head.
would have beaten Chelsea in the semis.
Hey, you tried to. Hey. This is
Of
not what
course
we're
you
doing.
would. That's
We
why
are
we
not-
would have gone through.
No, Ryan. We are not taking your takes. You know what I'm saying? This is not what we're doing. No,
Hey,
we are
wait,
not
wait.
taking your
I
Champions
got a
League
load
take.
of shit, yeah? I got a load of shit for saying City would beat
See,
Chelsea in the semi-finals. You all got onto me, but they didn't even make it. I'm just saying, innit?
Yeah, but you
You the
said
same-
Liverpool will win the quadruple too, so
Yeah, well, hey. I said that in August. You guys have to give me credit for how
now
close
you
I
lot will
came to
suffer
that.
next season, bruv. You're going from
Don't act
Mane
like
to
a few
fucking
weeks
Darwin no touch.
Don't act like when Philip Coutinho. Don't act like when Philip Coutinho scored at the Etihad, you lot were shitting yourselves that I was gonna be.
Nah,
I
was
don't
good.
have to give you
Aye,
credit,
what a
man.
trophy, bruv.
I don't have to give you
What a
credit,
league
man.
title.
You gave up the title 7 times during the season, man. You gave up a half time against Norwich.
Who
on
said
the
you have
stream.
more
Yeah.
turns than the Big Show, you fam?
Well,
When it
exactly,
comes
man.
to
You
that
don't give you
quadruple.
credit. Yeah.
You know what I'm
Emotions
saying? And
take
you're the-
over, man. Emotions take
Also,
over.
you're the same guy who told me, wait, that Ben, what was it, Ben? Who did you play in the semi-final? Was it Villarreal? That Villarreal have a better
Yeah.
chance of knocking out Liverpool than Real Madrid do knocking out Manchester City. How did that go?
No, forget Villarreal.
Oh, wait. Before we go, Timo, how did that
was
go?
a bit stupid. That was a bit.
How did that go? Or is this the same guy who said Chelsea pretty much are gonna knock out Real Madrid guaranteed also? Huh?
Did I say guaranteed for that?
You pretty much said guaranteed. You didn't say
I
guaranteed,
don't
but
think
he
I
was
did
very,
that.
very confident.
I thought
You didn't
Chelsea
say
would
guaranteed.
beat Real Madrid.
Yes,
I'll be
he
real.
was very
I thought
confident
they
because you
would.
didn't rate Real Madrid because you
Oh,
were in
that's why we got knocked out.
Ancelotti's finished brigade. How did that work out?
Yeah, I did. I admit that I did think Ancelotti was finished. I did. I
Yeah.
got
How did that
wrong.
work out? So you thought Ancelotti was finished
Very
and
wrong.
Real Madrid couldn't beat Chelsea and Real
And I
Madrid
found
couldn't beat
out in the
City.
most
And Real Madrid couldn't beat
heartbreaking
Liverpool.
fucking
Yeah,
way
he beat your
possible.
team. Love that. Hold that. You know what I'm saying? Hold that. And oh yeah, that Diamond was looking for you on the fan calling show as well. He was like, "Where's Ryan?" I was like, "He's not here." So make sure you join the next one. It was Black Diamond asked for you. You called in, innit? Legit.
Yeah, I saw it actually. I watched it this morning. It's quite funny. He called
Hey,
that,
Ryan, what do
me
you
and
think
Statman,
about you
innit?
lot being in for Pulisic?
They're not gonna get him now. Those rumors have died down.
Now Salah might be leaving.
Is Salah leaving? Where's he going? Madrid.
Wait, But he ain't
There's
going
another one
Madrid
going-
now. He's disrespected that club too much. They'll hate him. He ain't going
Yo, they'll
Madrid
get
now.
over it.
He's killed any chance he had. of
He's
getting
behind the
that move.
queue behind Kessie and Christensen waiting to go to Barcelona's doors.
Oh, is he joining the queue to
I
go
don't know.
Barca?
Everyone
To be
else
honest, I don't see
No,
where
I
I
he-
didn't know if he was
where
going to
he
go for
goes.
the
I genuinely-
join the Real Madrid new right hand side with Salah and Reece James. That's what I thought it might have been. I don't know what's going on.
But
Reece
if I'm
James
being
ain't
honest,
going
I don't
nowhere,
honestly don't know.
Hey, you told me the same about AC Lewis. What happened there?
He still hasn't signed no contract yet. You never know. It's not saying none
He hasn't signed one with us.
Haven't your club?
yet.
No, never.
Well, he's not a Chelsea player then, innit?
No, he's not. No.
Well, not at the end of the month, but still got a month left.
It's crazy. But big up to Igalko. I believe this is him because he is modded. He says, good thing he went Liverpool over United. I thought he was going to ruin his career. Arsenal fan talking about players moving careers, isn't it? But, ruining careers.
Yeah,
But we
it's
move.
an Arsenal fan.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, shout out Igal and that. Go subscribe to EGTV. Make sure
This
you
is
do
an
that.
Arsenal fan. I mean, this is Arsenal, yeah. This is Arsenal Football Club who made people question Mesut Ozil as a footballer. You're like that's just
Right.
Arsenal for you. How can a club make people actually question whether Mesut Ozil is a good enough footballer? That's just mad to me. It's
What's he
actually
doing
mad,
now?
honestly. He's in Turkey, isn't he? Yeah, but he's lost all interest in football, man. He started playing too much Fortnite, innit?
Nah, he's got a lot of things on his mind. That's what it is. I'm
Bro,
saying
he's
he's
already
got the Harry
he's,
Kane.
he's a cheap boy. He's been brilliant. He's had a brilliant career. He's a World Cup winner, man. Respect him.
I do respect Ozil. I'm saying he don't respect himself to go to Arsenal, but we move. That's a whole different
Ozil's
conversation.
brilliant.
Nippin says, I'm going to stand by what I said. Man United fans have no right to laugh. And at Liverpool, I don't want to hear anything otherwise. Well, I will continue to, Nippin. So hold that. You know what I'm saying?
Nippin,
I will
man. You've
continue.
got to get over.
I will continue.
You could say that if you were actually winning big trophies, innit?
I
But we're
don't
not.
fuck all that. I don't care what you win, unless it's the quadruple.
Nippin,
Hold that.
when-
You know what I'm saying?
Nippin, in 15-16, when we were in 10th, I was
Ryan,
laughing at Spurs
don't
and
forget.
Arsenal for losing to Leicester in the league. I was laughing
Yeah,
at them.
this guy, I don't know
Ryan,
what
I can do what I want.
Mhm.
I can be
Yeah.
shameless.
I can
I
do
do
exactly what I want. Facts. You know what I'm saying? So I will continue
No lie,
and hold that.
you know
in
that
your domestic
season,
double.
yeah? You know that 15-16 season? It's always Spurs who get the most shit for that season, and they deserve it. But Arsenal get away with it a bit that season. I think Arsenal not winning the league was actually a bit worse than Spurs not winning it,
But we know now the reason why it's not because we know Arsenal's level and we know they ain't going to do anything of note when it comes down to it.
Yeah, they
They
weren't
don't
in
have
the
a Euro-
race.
They don't have a European Cup in their history.
Though. That's kind of the way people felt about Spurs, though.
It's North London, isn't it? Saying if North London was.
Yeah,
It's a North London thing.
Yeah, you're right.
We say that's what it is, fam. That's what it is. What else we saying? See that you like just running bants. No one even asking no questions. Get your questions in, people. And
Oh,
yes,
were you
like
asking
that
about
David says here.
Pulisic, though?
Before you
I
get to
think
that,
Lewis asked me
yo,
about
get the
Pulisic,
likes
innit?
up. There's over 40 of you lot in here. Bump them likes up right now as we speak. Yeah, go on. Give us your thoughts on Pulisic and why it's the second worst signing Liverpool could make in the history of their football club behind Darwin Nunes. Talk to us.
You know what it is? It's not going to happen. I mean, those rumors have died down now, but it's not going to happen. But I actually like Christian Pulisic as a player. Like I've liked him for since he went to Chelsea, especially that post-lockdown form after the first lockdown. Like he was unreal. I actually do like him, but I don't know. He gets a lot of it. Doesn't he still get too many injuries maybe at times? Like, or has that improved this year? I'm not sure. Obviously, like I don't know.
Just not good.
But,
I've heard Chelsea fans speak in depth about their attack. You know what I'm saying? That is one thing
But
all
the thing
Chelsea
is with
fans
him,
agree on. Their attack is
I
terrible.
do like him, but
Mm.
I don't think his end product's great, and we've already got a left winger with no end product at the moment in it. So like,
Wait,
the
who's your
point of
left
getting
winger with no end
one?
product? Who?
Diaz, man.
He's been at your club like 3
Shooting,
months.
man. No, I
Yeah,
like
but like-
Luis Diaz, innit? I like
You
Luis
sure?
Diaz. I think he'll improve, but yeah, I really like him.
Improve
But he
hype at
can't shoot
25.
at the
But go on.
moment. His finishing's awful at the moment. Like, I think he'll
Fair
improve, but his finishing ain't
Um,
good. Like he gets
big up-
away with it in that FA Cup final. He missed chances in that FA Cup final. He's lucky we
Oh,
won that.
he was doing his
penalty,
Mason Mount. He was
otherwise
doing his
I would've
finest.
blamed him.
He was doing his finest Mason Mount impression at Wembley. Is that what you're telling me?
Oh yeah, he was. Just that Mason Mount ended up missing a penalty as well. Almost clutch
Typical.
player this season, Mason Mount.
You
I'll be
mean
real.
Mason Mount lost the Wembley final? Oh my god, the shock!
Oh man, what a
Yeah.
shock! Yeah,
Someone
I'm
else's
shocked.
fault.
Someone else's. Emmanuel says, "Flawless, you're wild, and Milner is finished, bro." I don't think. Why is he finished? Like he can't go and play for another Premier League side. Why are we treating Milner like he's not James
That's
Milner,
the
is he?
state
Should he
of
be
our
starting week in,
midfield,
week
you
out?
know.
Yo, he is not. But the thing is, he's not starting week in, week out. He's a squad player still for pretty much anyone bar Manchester City.
Yeah, he should be like, I don't know, set choice squad
Yeah.
player.
So that's not. That's what did you just say then? Even your Wi-Fi broke up. What did you just say? Your Wi-Fi broke up, fam.
Yeah, he should be like seven. He should be like seventh choice midfielder. 8.
How do you even
Yeah.
get to 7, 8? Talk
If you're
about
actually serious, yeah. If it's serious,
This guy-
if it's serious about overtaking
Are you
Manchester
serious
City,
right
should be
now?
seventh choice midfielder.
Are you serious? So you look
No,
at
if we're serious, if we're actually serious about overtaking Manchester City, he should be like
This
seventh
guy's
choice midfielder.
I understand why you and Timo
What?
are
What
tag
have
team
I done?
partners. That's why, yo.
Well, what have I done?
See this blank expression on your face right now. That's what it is, yo.
I
Just go
genuinely
scoot.
don't
Don't
know.
worry, my tag team partner. I got your back. Don't worry. About
So
it.
you got your back, the hot tag in it. You know what I'm
Bro,
saying?
what
Before he
happened?
falls off the apron. Like, he is not the reason why Liverpool will or won't catch Manchester City.
No, I'm not
is
saying he
your
is.
5th or 6th choice.
I'm just
That's
saying
what you're
that.
saying, the way you're talking about.
Innit?
I'm just saying, if James Milner is anything above 5th choice midfielder for us, that's a worry.
Yeah, but that's not finished. Like,
That's a
5th
big
choice
worry.
doesn't mean it's finished. This is what I'm saying when they say you use big words like clear and finished. Like,
And
you
your
told me
bigger
that
problem,
it's
like
finished.
when, and
I'm
your
saying
bigger
you
problem
understand.
that Henderson's 4th.
That's a bigger issue.
Thing is with Henderson, yeah, like Henderson's not good in it, but like actually, thing is with Henderson is that I would actually keep him just for the fact that
Okay, so
as a
let me ask you a
backup
bigger
DM,
what's a
he's
bigger
actually
problem
decent.
for
As a backup
Liverpool right
DM,
now?
Henderson's actually
Wait,
good.
wait, wait. What's the biggest problem? What's a bigger problem right now for Liverpool Football Club? Jordan Henderson starting as many games as he is, or James Milner being a squad player?
Now, like I said, if Jordan Henderson starts as DM when Fabinho needs a rest or he's out injured, I'm fine with that because Jordan Henderson as a DM actually does a good job for us.
So
It's
you
when
think
he plays
you
as,
think
like,
James
the 8 where it's a
you think
worry.
James Milner being so back to my question. So you think James Milner being a squad player is a bigger problem for Liverpool Football Club than Jordan Henderson starting at times and starting as many games as he does? Is this what you telling me?
If he,
I'm
like I
just
said,
asking.
if he just starts as a DM as a backup DM, I'm
No,
fine.
I'm saying
I'm
no,
calm
not what
with
no,
that
no,
with
no, no, no,
Henderson.
not what you want to happen.
If you're telling
what
me,
happens currently?
If you're
Yeah.
telling me Henderson starting a lot of games as the 8, then
Which
that's
he
a
will
big,
right
big,
now. He will
then
right
that's
now.
probably
So is that a bigger
worst
problem?
thing.
Or is that okay? All
Yeah,
right, we
that's
got there.
probably
He's
the
defending the
worst
beat your chest merchant, bruv.
Is like I'm like the way you are
Because Jordan
talking about
Henderson's-
Milner. Go on.
Jordan
bro.
Henderson as an 8 is absolutely useless. But as a DM, he actually does a job still. He's actually a good DM for us still.
So he's a good squad player.
Yeah, in terms of playing as the backup to Fabinho. Yeah,
Backup, same way James Milner could be a decent squad player.
That's 7.
Does he not? You know what I'm saying? If you have 2 right backs are out, who are you going to play right back?
Well, we got Trent. We're getting this young Scottish kid from who's I think going to be our backup.
No?
He seems okay, so he'll be a backup. Then you got Joe Gomez who does a job at right back.
Oh, your boy Joe Gomez, you don't rate. Yeah, interesting.
Joe Gomez not as a starter. Joe Gomez is 4th choice centre back and like 3rd choice backup right back. He's probably going to be. I'm cool with that.
All right, that's cool. All
It's
right,
just
fair
whenever
enough,
Joe Gomez is like 1st, 2nd, or 3rd choice centre back, that's a worry for me.
What are you telling us, Timo? What are you telling us? What you say?
Nothing. Carry on.
Okay. All right. Thank you for that great input. Thank you.
No, I literally don't know what
Fantastic,
the
man.
context is.
Yeah, just for surprise, bloody surprise, innit? And Sadiq, big up for super chat, man. I appreciate it and that, yeah, man. Run up the likes and share the link to all the socials, and make sure you go subscribe to Worldwide Chelsea and follow
love,
across
man.
all socials as well. Big up.
And let us know your thoughts on Darwin and Kaku.
Question for all of you: what are your thoughts on rival fans celebrating injuries? If there's ever a question for Lewis, this is for you. Lewis, you can go first on this one.
Oh no, I don't advocate for celebrating injuries and that, but depends on the player. If they're a prick, then fuck it. Find some solace in it. But we move.
But
yeah, on a
Sometimes
serious
it
note,
can
nah,
depend
not
on how
really.
it affects your team. Sometimes, so if I see like when Virgil van Dijk got injured from us, like City fans, let's be honest, and it's hard to blame them. They were probably happy because it increased their chances of winning the title. Let's be real. So like obviously, like if you were to tell me Rodri and it sounds bad. Of course, it sounds bad that he's going to miss the whole of next season through injury. There's going to be a big part of me that thinks, well, that significantly increases our chances of winning the league, in my opinion. You get what I mean?
Yeah. Well, you got James Milner
Like,
in your
in
squad,
terms
so
of
that
injuries,
decreases
like,
it a
these
lot.
players still get paid, people. Like, they still get paid.
Hmm?
You got to think of these things.
You do. You're right. Man called him Darwin Carroll. Seth, what are you telling me? Thoughts on this question here from Nippon?
I think, note this down. I think what Ryan just said is right. Note that down. No, I think he's right in terms of. I don't like wishing injuries. I don't wish any injury on any player. That's mad. But then, if they're out for your game when you play them, I'm less inclined to feel sorry for them. But then, if as long as they don't. But then, if they're out, it doesn't really affect me. Does it? It affects like I'm not really bothered by that. It's whoever's team gets the injury essentially.
Yeah.
It was also because like Ryan said, Van Dijk was out, but then Liverpool have to worry. It's only affecting Liverpool by how deep their squad is, and then the other defender went out, and then they had a really mad defender injury crisis. So normally I don't wish it. It depends though. Lewis is right. It depends also if they're a bit of a prick as well. I mean, Luis Suarez, if he gets injured, I'm not really fussed.
Facts.
You know what I mean? But stuff like that.
Lukaku.
Timo, yeah. No, he just injures us when he plays.
Yeah. Oh, if you're talking about Timo Werner or our Timo, what we mean?
Not our Timo. I never want our Timo injured. Never want our Timo injured.
What are you saying on this, Sadiq? What are you saying on
I just said I never want you injured.
Oh, just before I answer that as well, the Henderson and Milner thing.
Oh yeah, get to it.
As obviously, I don't see anything special about them in terms of technical, but what they have is work rate. They're proper warriors, if you know what I mean. So that's why they've survived for so many years in squads, obviously. So Milner's always going to be that workhorse, regardless. So I think that's why Klopp likes these type of players. But yeah, on to rival fans. Yeah, I think if we're playing certain teams and a big miss is out, then yeah, I'll be celebrating that. Other than that, not really. Van Dijk injury, yeah, that was a good one.
That's a
It's not even that, though.
good one.
That's not
Timo, I didn't know if you was with us or not. Talk to us. Your thoughts on this. Let's go.
He's drunk, man. Avoid him.
I don't. He's like this anyway. Liquor or no liquor, he's like this.
Oh, were you in Camden?
No.
Go on, Timo.
I was gonna say, like, remember when we had that Chilwell injury, and then every rival fans, well, not only Liverpool and Man City, almost the rival fans literally celebrate. So, but I think it's the bad image. I think for the rival fans, and you don't want to wish like bad injury to happen to us. But if let's say like Andrew said about one player. The one player that has a bad attitude, then unfortunately, yeah, it is what it is, isn't it? You can't do anything about it. We don't like you. If you get an injury, just suck it up and hopefully you get well soon and hopefully you're training hard.
Yeah. In regards to this, yeah, I wouldn't wish like long-term injury on any player, like no player. But like Surfer mentioned it and others have mentioned it as well. If a player is injured and he misses your game, that's a bonus. You having a key game and their key players out, yeah. Like when Van Dijk got injured, no, I don't wish that upon Van Dijk. So I didn't celebrate it, but it was great to see Liverpool's season, just fall apart because they was in the mud and they deserve to be in it because they're Liverpool FC, you know what I'm saying? And they have fans like Ryan, so they deserve all the bad luck in the world. So that's pretty much my thoughts on it. But in terms of celebrating it, that's a bit too far. I wouldn't say all that. And Black Diamond Timo don't need an intervention, man. Timo's just Timo, and he's just out here living life, man. Having a hot boy summer.
Intervention of what?
He's saying that I don't know, innit? Black Diamond. He was actually he asked for you, he asked for Ryan, and he asked for Statman Baines as well.
You do need an intervention, man. Traveling up from Plymouth to a soccer game.
No, but
on a level, see Maya Jama,
on a level. If Timo
leaves,
Hey, my job says hi, man. Allow it.
listen. If Timo leaves, yeah, we got to do like a 12-hour stream. like legit.
Timo,
No,
wait,
I'm
Timo
doing
Werner.
24 hours. I'm doing
24. I
24
don't
hours.
mind 24 hours, but at least 12 hours.
No, man, I don't care.
12-hour stream of what?
Timo
Werner
Werner.
Timo
leaves.
Werner leaves.
Yeah, man's there.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'll bring all sorts.
You guys got to respect Werner a bit more. That decoy
God,
run in the
my
final,
God.
man. Like, without that decoy run,
My tag
you
team
don't have a
partner.
second Champions
Let's go.
League.
Sierra in the
He
group.
made that
This is why-
decoy run,
Mike,
which gave Kai
Papa.
Havertz the space.
Simp. Ding.
This is why
Ding.
Ryan is my tag team partner.
Yeah, exactly.
Team
You've got to
champions.
respect these little things, man. Your second Champions League, you know.
Sadiq
He played a
made
big
my
role.
tag team partner.
Scored in the semi-final, didn't he? Didn't he score in the
Look at the
semi-final?
Chelsea fans on the panel. They can't believe what they're hearing, yo. Timo Werner prop, you know.
You know,
At 2
you know what,
a.m.
Steve?
Yeah, I think
Timo Werner,
he's shit, but like,
bro. Timo Werner
He
off
helped
the
you win a
ball
Champions
is
League.
amazing. Off the ball, he's so amazing. But on the ball, he can't move with the ball.
Is he actually amazing off the ball? Is he good
He's
off the
amazing
ball?
off the ball.
he's
Legit.
always
He's
offside,
actually-
isn't he?
That's when I like him
The
the
runs,
best, when
the
he's not
runs.
touching the
He's
ball.
actually good at runs, like literally.
When
When
he's not
touching the
involved.
ball, I like him. When he's not touching the ball, I like him. He's fine. When he touches the ball, I
Bro, he can't even
Yeah,
pass
but even
5
with the
centimeters,
off-the-ball
man.
thing, like, even with the
He's
off-the-ball
not even
thing,
doing
he's always
that now.
offside when I watch
I'm
him.
doing that now. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I blame our
When
players.
he
They
came on in the
don't pass at the
Carabao
right time.
Cup, I
It's
remember
our
when he
players'
came
fault.
on in the Carabao Cup final against us, he was offside quite a few times, I remember. Like, yeah.
Big. Wow. Eddie says here, will next season be the 6th consecutive trophyless season for United? I don't like how you added the 6 and the consecutive
Yes.
and trophyless. All you had to say was, will United win a trophy? I see you, Eddie. You
No,
ain't
I
slick.
like the way he done it. It's
Oh
very
yeah,
nice. I
yeah,
like
yeah,
the
yeah,
way-
yeah. You would, you would,
Yeah,
innit? Let's start talking about
6
Declan Rice joining
and
Chelsea's
6
midfield,
and
innit?
10th
Yeah, yeah.
season without a league title as
You
well.
can have that
Yeah.
right.
Minerals,
I
extra
think
minerals in that
United will win
midfield, man.
trophies, man. I
Let's
think
go.
United
United
will
will
win
win.
I think we will too. All jokes aside, I genuinely think we'll win
Jokes
a
aside.
Are
trophy
they in the
this season.
mindset?
I think this World Cup will benefit teams like United, Arsenal, and stuff like that.
What makes you say that? Go on, elaborate on that further.
Obviously, the World Cup is gonna be different. I feel like there's gonna be unexpected winners, man, in certain trophies for this season. Even like, I don't think City or Liverpool win it. Not even Chelsea. I don't think Chelsea win it either. Like, I just feel like it's gonna be someone else.
The only issue is Norway's not going to the World
Someone
Cup.
else who wins what? Sorry.
So Norway's not going to the World Cup, are they? So Haaland's going to have more time to integrate locally. You know, with that time off in Manchester. Get
Bro,
the
most
extra
people say that he won't even adapt.
Well, I'm just saying he's going to get even
That-
more. Pep Guardiola's going
Go
to
on.
have like a month to 6 weeks more of just focusing on him, and as well as his preseason to get him in the mode. So I think that's dangerous. I think he'll have a slow start.
That is,
but
that
the
is
second half-
dangerous still.
Second half, I think he will blitz the league. Because
Yeah.
he's going to have that extra coaching and everything like that
Yeah.
to get into the mind about what Pep wants. And remember, Pep doesn't usually have that for a regular season. Usually takes a second season for a new player to properly adjust. He's going to have that extra coaching for Haaland to adjust to whatever Pep can solely focus on, because most of his players are going to be at the World Cup anyway. So he can solely focus on Haaland right there and then, and that might be that was dangerous anyway. But I think it'll be super dangerous coming back. I think that's
Can I
going
just
to be a
ask
big
what
X
was
factor.
Sadiq saying about? What was Sadiq saying about when he said City, Chelsea, or Liverpool won't win it? What trophy did you mean? Like,
Prem, mainly the Prem.
you don't think one of them wins the Prem?
No, I think someone unexpected will win one.
Don't even say Spurs.
What, the Premier League? Wait, not the domestic cups. You say the Premier League? Yeah, you
No, it's one of
Prem,
City,
Prem.
Liverpool, or Chelsea. It's one of City,
No,
Liverpool,
definitely
and
not
Chelsea.
Chelsea.
who win the
Definitely not
Prem.
Chelsea. No way, Chelsea.
So what is it?
It's one of
Is it
City or
Spurs? Yeah, Bamesy
Liverpool,
was on
probably
that.
City. It's one of
Well,
City or
City-
Liverpool who win the Prem. It's probably going to be City again in it, but like,
City expected, but
I
still
can't
feel
see it
like-
being anyone else. I really can't.
Never know,
I
man.
can't see it. Remember, United have Europa League as well.
How many City players go to the World Cup though?
Probably all of them, pretty much.
Yeah,
It's
most
like,
of them,
there
'cause
isn't
they're
going to be
actually good,
many
innit?
that don't miss out apart from Haaland. Like
Haaland's okay.
everybody is pretty much going unless they're retired or their nation didn't get there. I don't know City's team like that, but I'm guessing the majority.
Did
would
Mahrez
be there.
make it? Did Algeria make it? I'm not sure.
I have no clue. It's a great question. I have no clue whatsoever. I have no idea. I thought I was going to say, yeah, because Surfer mentioned Haaland as well. The fact that people think Haaland is going to struggle in this league is wild to me. I don't understand that. Why people see some of the strikers who are in this league who score goals and think Haaland's going to get here in the best team that create the most chances with the best manager, and he's going to struggle. But Ollie Watkins and Danny Ings, who play for Aston Villa, do all right here. But people think Haaland's going to struggle here. It's crazy to me.
I know.
Calvert-Lewin, who I rate, he had injuries this season, does all right here. Ivan Toney just came up from the Championship. I was playing for Brentford and scored goals. Timo Pukki hit double figures. But Haaland playing for Manchester City is where people draw the line. I just don't get it.
It's crazy, man.
I think people are interested to see. Like, I think Haaland will be absolutely fine in it. I think people are just interested to see. I don't think people associated Haaland with being a Pep player. I think that's the thing with people are like, oh, how's he actually going to look in?
Yeah, he's probably more Liverpool. He's probably more, yeah.
Yeah, probably style. I think people are looking more style-wise, not in terms of Haaland settling into the league, but how he actually looks in a Pep team. But I think he'll be fine in it. But I think that's what the biggest question is, which most people are kind of waiting to see. Which guy kind of am, because I never thought Haaland would be a Pep player, to be honest with you. But yeah, I'm interested to see how it works out. I think he'll be fine though.
Yeah. And Prime says, no, Algeria didn't make the World Cup. Cameroon beat them and qualified because Cameroon left that bum in Merseyside. That's why Charles Samuel Eto'o win it. That's why they're out here thriving. Hold that, Ryan. Hold that. You know what I'm saying? While his fellow national teams, you haven't playing in the World Cup, your guy going to be probably still sat on the bench. You know what I'm saying? At Anfield, but we move. Pyramid Scheme says Cameroon, Morocco, Tunisia, Ghana, and Senegal. Oh, they the teams that made it. The African nations that made it to the World Cup. All right, cool. So I bet Jez will be there supporting Ghana.
It depends how early. It probably also depends how early some teams get knocked out in the World Cup as well, to be fair. Whether some get knocked out in the group, then you get extra time to come back and rest and stuff like that. That's going to be a thing as well. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how this season pans out, man.
Eddie got another question for you. He says, Ryan, do you still think we should have kept Mane for one more season? I do.
I'm not even devastated he's going. Would I have probably kept him for one more season? Yeah. Obviously Nunez is the replacement for him. I do think people are over. I'm not even saying this as because he's leaving now. I do think people were overrating Mane's season a fair bit, to be fair. I really do. He was up until March. He was stinking up the place. I don't care what anyone says. He was stinking it up. And he was, man. He was. Trust me. Up until March, he was horrendous. But from March, he played well.
You're talking about Salah, not Mane, man.
Salah was also the best season.
Because Sadiq he's flabbergasted by what Ryan's saying. He won't be the first person here who will say that. Definitely won't be the last. Talk to us.
Mane was clear, man. It's clear. The way you're talking about Timo Werner is how I'm seeing Mane. That's the way you're saying it.
Salah overall still had a better season than Mane. Salah was actually good for more of the season than what Mane was. Mane, honestly, up until March, was horrific. It was so bad. But he did improve after he went into the striker position. But that's still, I don't know, man. I'm not even that bothered about Mane leaving, to be honest. He was on a decline anyway. Salah had a poor second half of the season. I think after AFCON. I think with Salah, I think there was an element of him being burnt out as well. I think he's playing for Egypt in the AFCON and everything, and I think he's played the most minutes out of any player in the top 5 leagues this season as well. So I think there was an element of burnout there, to be honest, with him. But still, his second half of the season performances were so bad, honestly. But people think he's our best player at the club, so yeah.
Sadiq should have just said it there. Pride equals capping. Hey, Sadiq's new here and has already figured it out. You know what I'm saying? And that. Everybody figures out, why are you not so mean to Ryan? Why do you treat Ryan away? Just jump on the stream with him. Give it 20 minutes. I'm saying, just get a couple of footballers, have a footballing conversation for 5 minutes.
It's all love. I just feel like Mane's special, man. Don't know how you think like that.
I don't know. Again, you lot continue to
get
your
going,
questions.
Man. I'm not even bothered he's going, man. I genuinely.
I'm just looking here actually at the groups because obviously man mentioned the World Cup and that, and obviously
France going out. Remember?
Yeah, France. Yeah. Let me actually figure out who's in France's group. So it's Denmark,
What?
Tunisia,
What are you
and then
going
there's a
on about?
qualifier. Oh yeah, your boy nipping in it. We're talking about France. They're getting knocked out because I think it's the last 4 World
Got knocked
Cups.
out of what?
The World Cup.
So he
No,
says
they're
the
getting
last
knocked out.
four
You mean the
winners
They're getting
of the
knocked
world.
out. No, the FA Cup. Say, 6th round.
Oh, you mean the group stage of the World Cup? That's what I mean.
Yeah.
No, I mean the
The
Carabao
last
Cup
4
4th
winners
round.
have got knocked out. Apparently. So.
He's actually saying France would get knocked out of the group stage
Yeah,
of the
because the
World
last
Cup.
4 winners have got knocked out in each
So,
group.
yeah, actually,
So.
that being said, even though he didn't know who was in the group, what he's logically there saying makes sense. But he just didn't. Where his argument fell down is when we asked him who's in the group, and he said, "I
Hey,
have no idea."
Christensen masterclass in France against France, man. Why not?
Stop kissing up, man. He's gone.
Who AC? What?
Keep
Is AC
spitting
what?
blood.
Is it? Nah, that's if he's if he's there. He might not have a club at that point. He might
Yeah,
be
he
out.
might not be match fit.
Yeah, he might not be match fit.
Yeah, he's
Might
gonna
We
be
don't know
free
this.
agent, yeah.
He may
he's
still be
gonna
a
be-
free agent. You know what I'm
Who's
saying?
he going to be
Posting
training with? Yeah, that's
Well,
what I mean,
facts.
yeah.
I'm saying he might
As
have to,
long
he
as,
might have to roll back to the cup for that.
As long as
Yeah, go on,
Messi
Sadio.
doesn't win the World Cup, I'm good.
All right, how come you don't want Messi to win the World Cup? Let's get into it.
I'm a Ronaldo fanboy.
Let's go, man. I'm with that. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know where that was gonna go. I didn't know if that was on Messi or the state of
Messi is
Argentina. But, you know, shout out Peter.
No, Ronaldo's clear. Like, there's many reasons why it's clear.
I mean, one thing we're not doing in 2022, is Ronaldo Messi. No,
Bro,
this is not it.
let's run it back. Come on, let's run it back.
You ran no. This is not what we do. Ronaldo merely, and I'm a Ronaldo stan. I'm with you, Sadiq. I'm with it, but neither of them will probably win the. Who's everyone's favorites? We'll go there, Sadiq. Who's your favorites for the World Cup currently? Who stands out to you? Who stands out to you?
Man, I support Italy, man, but they're not even in it, bro.
Yeah, man. They didn't make it from.
I actually don't know, man. It's tough.
Ryan, what are you saying?
Favourites. There's not really any stand-up favourite. You obviously think of France, but I don't think France win it again. I just don't think they do. I think Brazil have a chance. I think Brazil actually look better than what they have done in recent years. They look a decent team with some decent individuals. Argentina possibly. I think Netherlands could be a bit of like a kind of dark horse. Like Van Gaal's got them playing some good stuff, man. Van Gaal's got them playing. Plus, I kind of want Netherlands to win it as well, so Van Dijk gets the World Cup in it. But I don't think they will. I'd probably, if I had to put my money in one team, I'd probably say maybe Brazil at this current time.
You're saying Brazil. Seth, what are you saying?
First of all, I hope England get knocked out as soon as possible so I can enjoy this tournament.
That's poor. That's poor.
Says the guy Sadiq who said I support Italy. Well, we move.
Yeah,
Go on.
Yeah, don't ever go at me. Yeah.
But I don't cost England though. I don't cost. I know they're shit, but I don't cost.
No. I pick France. I think France are head and shoulders clear of everyone. I don't rate Brazil. If they're starting with Richarlison up front, there's no way they're winning it. Don't care if Neymar's
I want Belgium, man. I want Belgium actually.
Belgium are in their last. I don't know.
Belgium ain't winning it. Belgium.
I think they're going one. I think they're one tournament, 2 gone. Belgium. I think
Hazard said he's ready this season. Let's do it, man.
Ready for what? To go whole bench like he did in Madrid?
KDB.
Yeah, we know.
Anyhow, KDB wins the World Cup. Nah.
Hey, Lewis, who you got? And don't fucking say Denmark. Who have you got? Lewis.
Denmark, bruv. Come on.
This guy.
Why would you say Denmark? No Chelsea player is from Denmark.
Yeah.
That's good. Timo, who you got?
I say Brazil.
Germany.
You saying Brazil? Okay, why'd you say Brazil? People keep saying Brazil. I know they got Thiago Silva, they got Neymar, they got Rafinha,
Eder Militao,
Fabinho,
Casemiro,
Squad depth. Fucking Richarlison up front. Who's after? If Richarlison's starting, who the hell is after him?
Jesus, Vinicius, Neymar.
Yeah, they don't have a 9. Let me actually look at like the Brazil's like their last few fixtures. I think I'm with you on this one.
A brilliant player, you know.
No, I'm not joking. I'm talking about when you're starting Richarlison up front. You're
there's nothing wrong with him.
Yeah, Richarlison's a bum.
Richarlison's a bum. He's a bum.
He's better
Yeah,
than
he's
Timo.
crap. Apparently, he's going
That's
Spurs
not
from
saying
what I
that.
heard.
I said
Let me
this
have a
in
look.
the
Yeah,
stream.
Richarlison up front, isn't it?
No, you
Go on.
can't compare Timo Werner to any other footballer. He's unique.
All right, he's better than.
He's uniquely shit.
He's better
Yeah,
than
that's what I'm saying.
Pulisic. He's better than
Huh?
Pulisic and Ziyech.
Yo, Richarlison
No,
is
he's
not
not.
a baller.
Richarlison
Someone
is
in the
not
comments
better
said
than him. He's
Richarlison's
just
a
fitter.
baller.
He's just fitter.
No,
all he
man,
is.
you're
Yeah.
just judging him probably because Frank Lampard.
No, I'm judging him before that, before Frank Lampard, where somehow clubs paid Everton paid £50 million for Richarlison when he done
Yeah,
what
decent,
at
bro.
Watford? What did he do at Watford?
He's
didn't
not,
do
he's
anything
not
at
good,
Watford.
he's not a good player. Like if he
He's
went back
not
to
Did
a
he
good
Watford,
player,
disrespect
man.
him or something?
like if he went back to Watford now, he wouldn't start for them.
Bro, he's
He's
a
not better than
B-Tech.
He's not better than Dennis or Sa.
He's not even B-Tech, Sadiq. He's like C or D, man. He's not. B-Tech's too good. You know
I
what I
don't
mean?
get because I'm looking at their
I
team.
think
Like even with
Richarlison's
Neymar as a
crap.
false nine, Jeremiah, I hear you, but is that how they're? Because I'm looking here, so you've got.
I
they play
wouldn't waste Neymar as a false nine.
Yeah,
There's
serious. You got
way.
Yeah, I wouldn't
Rafinha,
put
you got
Neymar as a
Vinicius.
false
That's
nine.
a waste. That's a waste
Yeah.
as a false nine.
So they have
Honestly.
issues.
Neymar needs to
Coutinho,
be
you got
facing and
Bruno
driving
G.
towards goals, which is possible. I mean, he's not playing.
You know what?
as
It's
false nine.
I'd probably go Gabi Jesus as a 9, even though I'm not a fan. I think
Yeah,
he's
I
better
would.
than
I
Richarlison.
would. I would as well.
Rafinha as well on the right.
I think he's a brilliant player.
What is it? Rafinha on the right, but how do you get Rafinha, Vinicius Junior, and Neymar all in the same team?
Unless you play two in defence midfield and then have a 4-2-3-1.
Paqueta and Bruno Guimaraes.
No way did because I'm here looking here. This has it down. The manager played 4-4-2 in their last game. They won. Well, one of their last games they won 5-1 against South Korea.
Oh, who's their squad though?
I'm just having a look here right now. Like they beat Bolivia 4-0, and they played. This is a 4-2-3-1. So it was Fabinho and Bruno G as the two holding midfielders. Paqueta played as the 10. Coutinho one side, and then the other, and then Richarlison.
Oh, Coutinho.
Man, they got Coutinho, Anthony from Ajax as well.
Even Bobby, like
You actually have a good team. I'm just looking at
as
it.
well.
I suppose you could play You know what? You could play Neymar as the 10 actually, and then you play Rafinha
Yeah,
one side and
Neymar.
Vinicius Junior
Neymar
the
is
other.
a 10 though.
You know what? Brazil, that's a shout actually for Brazil. The
Brazil are
teams, if you look at it,
dangerous.
if the manager gets it right, because you could play Neymar in the 10, and then you play Rafinha one side, and then you play Vinicius Junior from the left and Gabi
No
Jesus
lie, I
up
think
front.
Rafinha is mad overrated. You know, I think Anthony's
Surprise,
better than
surprise,
Rafinha
innit?
for me.
Surprise, surprise, you think Rafinha's
Nah, I
overrated.
think Rafinha is overrated. He don't hype me when I watch it. I think he gives the ball away too much as well.
But John
You
Joe
lot might
Shelby is
sign
the
him.
one that moves you. You know what I'm saying?
And they got Alisson or Edison in that.
Yep. And they got Marquinhos at centre back as well. The fullbacks ain't the best, but yeah.
Marquinhos,
So
Eder
You can
Militao
get
as
by.
well.
You can get by.
Yeah. Militao. Yeah, you can get by. Mhm.
Thing is,
Right.
if you've got like the likes of
Alex Telles
Neymar
on
and
the
Anthony and
left-hand
Vinicius on the wing,
Danilo on the right.
Still playing
If you've got
Danny
the likes of
Alves.
Neymar,
They're
Vinicius,
still playing
Anthony,
Danny Alves.
That's
Yeah.
the crazy part. Cause I seen Alves, I was like, no way is that Danny Alves. That's gotta be his son or his cousin or son. Like, there's no way that Danny Alves
Hey,
is
don't
still
forget,
playing.
they still play Alexandro as well from Juventus.
Yeah, it's between him and Tellers. Yeah, it is Alves as well. Man, Alves is 39, still
yeah,
playing
but
for Brazil. I
Flores,
respect
you know,
him.
with Brazil,
Go on.
Flores,
Mhm. Yeah.
you know, it's like when you've got wingers of like Vinicius and Neymar, or like
Mhm.
an Anthony, for example, and then you got centre backs Thiago Silva and Marquinhos. Do you really need your fullbacks to be top quality, like top
Not
quality?
top quality, but you need
That's
him
the
to be
thing.
at least like decent. I get what
You
you're
need
saying. Though.
decent
You're making a
enough,
valid
but I
point.
think they could probably get away with it. I think they could
'Cause I'm
get
having a
away
look
with it,
here.
to be fair.
Because Danilo's played fullback for them as well. They're showing. But yeah, they have good options still. Brazil are a shout. I didn't realize their team was that good. I'm not gonna lie. Like in terms of options going forward.
That's like Belgium as well. The team's good, but the manager.
You reckon the manager's the
Yeah.
problem at Belgium?
I think Brazil are weak physically. I think you can get them.
2014, 2018, yeah. Like Belgium
They're
got a
weak.
great team, but they got Roberto Martinez at that time.
Father,
you-
don't you want Germany to win?
I think Germany is in rebuild phase. They're not ready yet.
They got Timo there, man.
It's not
Yeah,
even
that's the
that.
problem. They got them two Chelsea silky Germans up front. That's the problem.
It's not even that, man. They didn't.
Kai
Rebuild
Havertz
phase.
gets away with it
Rebuild
so
phase
much
with
from your
Kai
fan
Balbo-
base, man. Honestly.
Q Lewis. This is Lewis's point. This is your segment in the show, Lewis.
Lewis, don't get Lewis started on Kai Havertz. at the
Yeah,
moment.
man, let's go there. Lewis, your thoughts on Kai
Kai
Havertz?
Havertz
You think
is
he gets
so
away with
bad.
Nah,
it?
I've already
By
said
your
it, bro.
fan
Next
base.
season's make or break. If I don't see
Wow.
GM
I can't lie,
and if I
Lewis
see
is
the
actually
same old
honest about
coach show, I
Kai
don't want to
Havertz.
hear nothing. It is what it is.
Fair enough.
Same with the
Seth-
rest of these attackers. Like we're stuck with these frauds for another season, so fuck it. I ain't forgetting
maybe
this season,
Cho-
though. I've given up on them all.
Cho can't
Prove
play.
me wrong,
Good
or I
for you
don't want to
next
hear
season,
it.
man. You know,
We got the
Oh.
creative winger when Dembele comes
unlike
in,
Cho.
and
Oh no,
if these lot
Jeremiah.
still
No.
can't assist or score, get the fuck out, all of them.
Jeremiah, man. Jeremiah.
Oh, yeah, we was gonna get to that. You get to it.
Okay.
Because
I
you
ju-
say
I
it,
just-
Southgate's
Jer-
been before you go to it, sir. You were saying
Yeah.
something about Southgate's. Let me get. I've got it here actually. It says England will win the World Cup. It's coming home. I believe in Southgate. He'll prove people wrong. He also goes on to say why people underestimate England. It's coming home. Surfer.
Jeremiah, I listen. You're young. Now, don't take this wrong way. Your brain's not fully developed yet. You know, seriously, he's not 24, right? He's not 24 or 25 or something like that. I think they say rationalization, logic goes out the window. But please, man, I've seen far more talented England sides do rubbish at tournaments than this one. Okay, the man's playing Trippier at left back when there is other left backs he can play. He still plays them. Still loves to play a pivot of Rice and Phillips, which doesn't inspire anything apart from contempt. Yeah, I mean, plays Mount 90 minutes no matter what, or 75 minutes no matter what, as a 10 when he's not a 10.
Oh, speak on that fraud, man. Honestly,
Wait, one second. I'm finished. We're gonna get to Mount. Don't worry, Ryan.
Listen, just my experience and everyone else here. England, yeah, last two tournaments they've done great, but look at the run they were on, man. They had Man City FA Cup draws for international tournaments, and last tournament they played at home, apart from one game, and lost to probably an overrated Italy side, if we're being honest now, looking at them.
yeah.
So they didn't even make it to this World Cup. So just get off this train, man, while you're ahead, man. It's going nowhere, but it's going. Just get off it, man. It'll save yourself a lot of heartache. We're just willing to go out
On
and
a quick
enjoy the
note,
summer
bear
tournament.
in mind, Italy did send Jorginho and a couple of senior players away though on Saturday.
Yeah. Now, Jeremiah, like I say, the reason why I don't get on you for your footballing opinions like that is because you are young, and I understand it's hope and it's optimism. Me and you have debated Manchester United many a time, and this is the exact same thing, isn't it? Like when I told you about Ollie, this is the same thing. Southgate is
So
just
why do
Ollie
you
in the
go to me
waistcoat
then all the time?
because you're just a fucking idiot. That's why. As I was saying anyway. That's just stupid questions. Why do you always go to me all the time? Do you watch these shows back? Do you watch these shows back?
Obviously not. He keeps making the same mistakes.
Yeah, exactly. How old are you, Ryan?
22.
Yeah, I swear Jeremiah's like 18. Is he not like 18 or something?
He's
like
18, 19 or something.
18? Yeah,
19.
19. I'm stupid. I was stupid at 19. I'm stupid at this grown age now. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that's why my footballing opinions would have been worse than his at that age. So the reason why I don't get onto him because it is hope. Yeah, he's 19. How am I going to be sat here as a grown man butchering a 19-year-old and thinking England?
Thank you, Prime. Prime's defending me. That's my guy.
19. They're not in the same They're not in the same age bracket. They're not Prime. One's 19, one's 22. You know what I'm saying? That's not this. There's a massive difference. It might be only 3. It's massive. You know what I'm saying? See, look. Oh, Ryan's 22. I thought he was 18. See, you thought he was that dumb because of your stupid opinion. He was 18. There you go.
No, I like Jeremiah's optimism. I really do.
Well, and I get it. It's just youthful optimism, and that's why he thought United would do well and Ollie. And it's like, here's the thing, Jeremiah.
Which is great.
It's fantastic, and I don't want to burst that bubble, but it's gonna get burst. I actually don't think the England team is that bad. I've said it before. The biggest problem is the manager. Yeah. I said if you put a competent manager in charge of them in the Euros, I think they win that competition. They should have beat Italy in that game. To me, when you look at the two teams, you look at the players that England were bringing off the bench, and then you look at Italy. You go, how did you lose this game? And that's why I look at the back three. Yeah, I think the back three is the right idea for England. But I think you have to utilize the centre-backs you have with John Stones. You have a very good centre-back. Whether it's Reece James or Kyle Walker are both very, very capable of playing as a right-sided centre-back. He played Tomori in the friendly against the Nations League game, the last one against Italy. You can play him left left-sided centre-back. All right, Sadiq. Last chance saloon. You know what I'm saying? Don't try it. You know what I'm saying? Don't do that.
What did he say?
Don't do that. Right wing back, you got a plethora of options, whether it's Kyle Walker, whether it's Reece James, whether it's Trent. Left wing back, all right, not as much, but you still got Chilwell. who can do a job. I didn't know Wan-Bissaka was a
Oh,
left wing back, but here we are. He actually
Chilwell.
plays for Congo, so hold that. You know what I'm saying? He's Congolese.
Can we
I'm
speak
saying
on Mason
midfield.
Mount now?
Before we go, midfield obviously is the weakest area, but you still have a Jude Bellingham in there. Yes, you would like somebody
Yeah.
better because Jude Bellingham's young, and then your attacking options for England are ridiculous. When you look at it, the
Yes.
Grealish, Foden, Mason Mount, Saka, Sancho, Rashford, Harry Kane, Dominic Calvert-Lewandowski, the list goes on. It's like, take your pick. But he seems intent on messing that up because he's just not a very good manager. Simple as that. But go on then, Ryan. You wanted to get to it. Mason Mount, talk about it.
You remember that Q&A we did? I think it was like me, you, Tox, and Jan about a year ago, maybe, or something. And we were talking about Mason Mount in it, and Tox went, "He's trash." That's it, like he's trash. And even me and you were defending Mason Mount, saying like, "Yeah, he's not trash. He's a good player, but like, yeah, he's not trash." But when I'm looking at it, when I'm watching more and more, man, I can't lie. Maybe Tox was spitting, Maybe Tox was spitting, man, because Mason Mount, man, he's been stinking up the place for England, man. It's actually made my eyes bleed watching him. It's bad, innit? It's been that bad that when he gets substituted, like, I actually get gassed. Like, I get gassed when he gets substituted. And then Grealish is coming on and actually making impact as well. I know I'm surrounded by Chelsea fans here who probably love Mount, innit? I know Surfer doesn't, but like still.
Yeah,
but,
Surfer
like, this
definitely
guy's-
loves Mount. That's his
this
favorite
guy's
player.
looking
You know what I'm
very-
saying?
Minerals.
Yeah, I know Surfer
Nah,
don't love Mount, but I
you're not
can't
going
like
to paint me
Mason
as a
Mount.
Mount hater, all right? What I'm saying is this, and even Sadiq and Lewis and Pater won't overrate Mount as some in this community does. Okay, we know we all say we know he's not a 10. We know he's overperforming in his numbers in that area. We know he's an 8. He's an 8. He's a box to box 8.
Yeah.
That's what he's good at. I believe he will thrive in a 4-3-3 formation. You will see the best of Mason Mount you've ever seen. I just don't know when we're going to switch
He's
to that
really
formation.
good at
if ever.
anything, though.
No, that's him, though.
The thing
Yeah, go on,
is, he's
Safar.
going to have a career. People might slander this, and I know it was used as slander, but I think he is in a mould of a Henderson and Milner type.
He is James
Like
Milner.
that. He
He's
is
a
that.
sexy James
I
Milner.
believe he is that. That type of player. Because if people forget, Milner at City, Milner at Villa, Milner at Newcastle was a very good player. The reason he moved to City is because he was balling at Villa. Yeah, he was doing well in 2010. So that's what I believe. I just don't believe he will exceed in what we're asking him to do now. And we're asking him to do too much. And he can't get to the levels that people want or think he can get to. And then there's no middle ground for him. So when he can't get to them, you have people that go, "He's totally shit, man. He's one of the worst players I've seen." And when he has a good game, "Oh, he's in my all-time Chelsea 11," or he's on the, stuff like that. He's a great.
No, this is serious. This is serious, man. This is not funny, bro. This is Chelsea fans that actually say this shit. It's
no middle ground.
I know. It's funny from the outside looking in. It's funny.
The four of us,
when
people
people
are part of the
say,
middle ground. The four of us here are part of the middle ground. We don't go too far, and we don't go the other way either. We don't destroy him if he has a bad performance.
Yeah, you know why? He does both of the sides. Like literally, he does a dirty work. So when you compare him to like Madison and Foden, that them lot are clear offensively. They're clear. But overall,
they are clear of Mason Mount. It's so disrespectful to compare Mason Mount.
Yeah, the thing is that overall, he's better because he does the dirty work. He tracks back. He does a little defending as well. That's why he stands out.
They can't do what he does. They can't.
Yeah, they can't do what he does. Exactly.
They can't do it. If you look at his all-round game, there's 3 games last season. You can look at his all-round game if you want to look at it. What I think he can do. Semi-final FA Cup against City, where he totally man-marked Fernando and put him into retirement, as far as I'm concerned. Fernandinho, sorry. And in the 2 legs against Real Madrid, he, along with that Kante Jorginho, pushed Modric and Kroos so far back they were playing like sweepers and couldn't affect the game. So that's what he can do if you task him with that. He's had great numbers this season. His performances haven't been up to par like they were last season.
Performance been shit.
performances. That's what I mean. They're not marrying up. But I believe if he's given the right structure and the right formation, I believe he's a system player. And I don't think this system gets the best out of him. I don't care what anyone says. I don't think this. I think the 4-3-3 gets the best out of him.
Yeah, he needs to be the 8.
Yeah, he's not worth changing your whole system around. Do I believe he's trash? No. Again, he's just a decent player. That's what it is. But when you see a decent player get gassed up by a fan base and also play so much, that's when you see their deficiencies. I say it all the time.
If it weren't for Cobham,
if it weren't for Cobham, that's what it is. But because he's Cobham, yeah, but that's because he's English. That's the only reason why.
Not even that. I think if we didn't have a transfer ban, we wouldn't even hear these guys.
Oh, I don't think he'd be there. I don't care what Sarri says. I don't think Sarri would ever put him in.
I don't believe any of that. I legit don't believe.
Sarri plays a 4-3-3. If Sarri stayed on, I don't believe
Ross Barkley would pick him playing right now.
Exactly. I don't think he'd pick him over Kovacic, Jorginho, and Kante in a 4-3-3 if Sarri stayed. There's no way. I don't believe what anyone said about that. I believe that's all bullshit. I really do.
Yeah,
I believe also
Jeff saying in the comments. Well. Jeff saying in the comments, Zinchenko's better than Mount. Zinchenko is definitely is a better footballer than Mount, 100%. Zinchenko's actually a very, very good footballer, isn't it? And he's miles better than Mount. Like, I don't even care what anyone says.
I don't.
Like, Zinchenko's actually a serious baller still.
But hang on a minute. Everyone's gassing Zinchenko for that midfield performance against Scotland, right? Yeah, that's all they're gassing him off, right? And he played well sometimes for at left back, especially the game against Villa. But let's face it, man. Come on, let's be serious. We can't put Mount against Zinchenko. That's just ridiculous. That's what I mean when you have rival fans doing this, like trying to put him like against Zinchenko. It's like, what are we doing?
He's got the minerals, man.
Yeah, it's got the minerals. That's right.
No, but you know what I don't like about Mount as well? You know when people say, "Oh, but every manager picks him." Well, every manager, right? It's 3 managers: Tuchel, Southgate, and Lampard. Only one of them's a decent manager. Let's be real. Out of the 3.
But I still think everyone will pick him though. Like the way Milner got picked and Henderson.
He'd start for your current squad right now. He'd start for your team, right?
Yeah, who will replace Henderson
right now?
That's a sorry state of our midfield, to be fair.
No, it's not. That's what I mean though. But your system would suit him.
He's 23, man.
You know what? He's a club player. He is a club type player. Hard running, hard working, follows instruction.
Yeah, that's what he is.
He follows. Yeah,
managers want that. They need 1 or 2 of those players in the team. Man.
The only team he doesn't start for in the Premier League, I believe, is Man City. I believe I believe there's a great shout. He starts for every other team apart from City.
200 games, over 200 games at 23, bro.
At the moment, the way they're
I think I'm trying to think. I think that tells you the state of midfielders.
Bruno, so you're probably not actually.
Yeah, he is Super Saiyan Bruno, so he probably does begrudgingly start for us as well. Because we don't play with it. Because like you said, you're not trying to see him in a 10. But as an 8, I think most teams that play at 8 probably will. Because as an 8, if you're the 3rd best one out of this is another 8 and say a 6, then that's calm type of thing for the level he's at. But I said it before, for where Chelsea are trying to go, if Mason Mount is their best midfielder, they ain't going anywhere. And he's not your best midfielder now. Jorginho's better, Kovacic is better, Kante is better. Is he your best attacker? Yes, but Timo Werner's in your attack. And Romelu Lukaku.
That's what I mean, yeah. Everyone praises Mount for what the goals and assists he's got, which is great. But look at our attack, bro. I mean, they scored less than, like we were doing the Sterling debate, because everyone goes, "Oh, Sterling's just another Werner," which is F you. We were doing all the goals that Sterling just scored for City. Of all these attackers now, and he outscores them all in just league goals. It's just bonkers, you know. It's one of those things that I like I say, until we see him in his proper role, I don't think there's still going to be a divide in this support about how good he is or how good he can be. Certainly,
some of my fans are actually worrying. Some of my fans are actually worrying. But it's always it's match going fans though. That's what it is.
Yeah,
match going fans.
Because
it's not social media.
They sing Werner's name, which is a disgrace.
Bro, they scream Werner's name when he's shit. I don't understand.
Honestly.
Bro, I went to the game, because I ain't been in a lot of games since COVID, obviously. But before COVID, I used to go with like Lewis and that. But Werner's name gets chanted, bro, and this is how father sits at the stadium, fam.
Talk about it.
The whole game, man, like this in the cold.
You know why? Because that's the proper Chelsea stance. That's why you ain't proper Chelsea, man. You gotta be proper Chelsea to do
bro.
that.
He's got no body language at all during the game. I watched him. The guy did not move except for Werner when he ran off from offside. The guy started clapping. Like, come on. It's
Honestly.
offside.
It's bad.
The players
crazy.
that are graced Stamford Bridge, and who Eden Hazard didn't even have a song, and you give you sing this guy's name. For like,
No, Hazard
minutes or
had
something.
a song.
No,
It's
but
just
I
a
mean,
shit song.
It's a song you can put any name to, though. So it's not like a
Eden,
unique song.
Eden.
Hasn't got the deadest charm, but we give fucking Alonso, Werner.
We gave Bakayoko
Wait,
the
what's
weightiest
Werner's
song
song again? What's
ever.
Werner's
We
song
gave
again?
Bakayoko one of the greatest.
You know the
songs ever.
Werner song. I ain't chanting that shit.
Wait, what? Oh yeah, I remember now. Yeah, I forgot. It's been a long time.
same
Offside in
season
the
also.
Harding and offside in the shed.
Offside in the
Yeah.
Just
we
not
gave
getting
Bakayoko one of the
enough.
greatest
This is
songs
Could
ever.
have scored a hat trick, but he said get fucked. And I think that I have had enough of it. I can't bother.
Yeah, but it's mad. You know.
Big up to Diego C. Palace. Again, you lot continue to get your questions in as well. It doesn't have to be on the topics we are talking about, but get your questions in. We will get to them at stardom. Don't forget, if you are a member as well, your comment question will take priority. And of course, if you super chat, it'll take priority as well. When we go to Diego here, it says, I hear you, but you got them to a European final. But I do see that Southgate now has different players available now. A manager getting to a major final is no fluke. What I say to that is it isn't a fluke. And I give him credit to get into the final and get into the semi-final. But context matters when you look at the opposition. There was no one they faced in any of those runs, apart from Germany, that you didn't expect England to beat. And when they came up against Croatia, and not even a great Croatia side, this guy's sleeping, you know. This guy is outrageous, yo. This guy fell asleep. As I was saying, yeah, he fell asleep. He's asleep, man. That was him, you know what I'm saying, snoring. This is regular.
No way, come on. Why'd you remove him, man? Let me cuss him, man.
No. If you want to try to wake him up, shout him in it. Look, shout him.
Let's call him, bro.
Yeah, call him. Yo, Timo
Werner re-signed. Oh no, that's not funny.
Yeah, call his, yeah.
Let's hear this.
Timo, Eleanor's on the stream. Timo, Eleanor's on the stream. Wake up. Eleanor's on the stream, bro. He's got silent.
He's conked. He's conked.
Yeah, he's fished. But as I was saying, yeah, they came up against a Croatia team that wasn't even the greatest. They just had a very, very good midfield and got beat. And then the same with Italy. Come up against a functioning midfield with some quality and they get beat. So this is why I don't, like I said, they should have made the final of that World Cup and they should have won the Euros to me. So I'm not giving you credit. You're not untouchable for losing a final and losing a semi-final. That's just me, though. My thoughts on it. I think it's very, very overhyped, those runs. Oh, he did the best any England manager's ever done before. All right. Did you win anything? No. Now, where's the trophy?
Yeah.
People love hyping up losers. Just hyping up first loser, semi-final hype. Well,
yeah, because they won't apply the same context to league managers. You got like, look at Pochettino. I mean, he hasn't won anything. Yeah, but the Spurs fans will go, yeah, but he got us to the final. We all ridicule him. Go, yeah, but he didn't win anything. He got to semi-finals. So, but just because we haven't been to a semi-final or a final in ages, it's like, okay, that's great, but you know, Croatia, he didn't have a plan B. We got to extra time and we didn't do anything. And Italy, like I said, that whole run, we were at home apart from Ukraine in the quarterfinals where we smacked them 4-0 or something like that, 4 or 5-0. We were home.
Yeah, Hurricane Masterclass, I remember that.
We went 1-0 up.
Look at this. See that? Talk about hyping up mediocrity. You were hyping up, you hear me saying, games and performances.
Where was he in the final?
Yeah. Where was he? Where was he in any final? What I'm saying.
Didn't take a penalty, did he? No,
he scored a good penalty in the shootout against Italy, to be fair.
Yeah.
Well done, innit? One more trophy for England, innit? What wins medal?
His captaincy, he was good leadership, letting those guys take the penalties. Haven't taken them before, but there we go.
Great
I
leadership.
think he got the pre-assist, I think, for the Luke Shaw goal in the final.
Pre-assist hype, innit? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, pre-assist, man.
You know
Pre-assist
what?
hype.
You know, goalies should get more pre-assists when they roll a ball out and the defender hits it 60 yards and the striker goes up to score.
What, that Alisson plays it to Trent, who just keeps waiting for like
smashes
Mane or
it
something.
smash it, yeah. Great
Pre-assist
pre-assist from Madison, yeah. But it's like, why don't you apply the same context? Okay.
No.
You know, just do that. He got us to a final. What did he do in the final? Managers
Sounds like Klopp to me.
managers need to.
Yo, flawless. I got to head out, man. I got to work
Yo,
in 6 hours.
Sadiq,
Man.
big up, yeah, man. Love every time, man.
Big
There you
up,
go.
I'll be on soon. Take care, you lot, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
Anytime, man. You know you're more than welcome, man. Bless up every time. Safe,
Big up,
man. Yeah.
bro.
And
Take
yeah,
care,
C1,
man.
I will get to your comment as well. Don't worry, C1. Yeah, man. Big up Sadiq every single time. And to Diego saying, please don't confuse Premier League management to World Cup. European competition is totally different. It's different, obviously, because you're not playing internet, of course, because Michael Owen comment here. But yes, it is different because one's league football and club football and one's international. But the winning and losing remains the same. I don't get why Southgate gets this protection. I don't get why. You know what it is? It's because he gave the nation a good feeling a couple of times, and it's emotions. And that's what I'm starting to realize is that people will, if a manager or a player gives a team good vibes without actually delivering anything, people will defend him. That's why when it comes to my club, Bruno Fernandes gets that, because for that 6-month period when he first came in, he gave everyone that fuzzy feeling inside, and he was getting loads of GNA, and the team around him wasn't the best. And I think, did we finish second? We might have finished second under him. I can't remember. And people hype that up. I don't hype up seconds and vibes and good feelings. You know what's a better feeling? Winning a fucking trophy.
Yeah.
Win me some.
Do you think I care that we played? Do you think I care we played better than Liverpool in some part? Definitely League Cup final. But do you think I care? We lost. Who cares?
Yeah.
We were second, by far second best 2012 Champions League final. Do you think I care? We won. Do you know what I mean?
99, for those that don't know, United, we were second best. We went 1-0 down. I think Bayern hit the woodwork like 3 times.
Yeah.
We should have, like, the game should have been outside. Like, we was off. I don't get it mistaken, but all everyone remembers is the two goals in the final 2 minutes. Like, performances is all well and good and feelings, but win some trophies. There's no statues of anybody outside any football grounds because they gave people a good feeling.
Exactly.
There will be of Klopp if he only gains something.
He won trophies though.
Yeah, he's got
Klopp won trophies though.
One Premier, one Champions League. Like,
yeah, but no, I'm not saying. But I'm saying it's
it's better than any of your form ones have done, man.
I put it this way: it's better than what Southgate's done.
Yeah.
Obviously.
So that's my point. Is back to my point that I'm making is I would understand why a Liverpool fan would defend Klopp because he has credit in the bank. Klopp has done things at Liverpool Football Club that warrant defense.
Yeah.
Like, I don't get it. Like, so don't tell me the striker scored 40 goals and we won nothing. The striker scored 40 goals and we won a double. All right, you got credit in the bank. This striker scored 40 goals and we've won nothing for 5 years. Something's off. Clearly, you're a detriment. You might be a detriment to the team. This is why I keep saying I don't understand why people. Well, I will never, even players I rate and are talented, I won't defend if there's nothing, if they haven't done anything of note. You all know this, I speak on it. I'm a big fan of Martial. Will I defend Martial to the hills? No, if he was sold, cool. Because he's not delivered anything like that, to be honest. I think at FA, was he there? Yeah, he was there. Wait, because he was there under Mourinho, so he probably played League Cup. And he's there under Van Gaal, so he's probably League Cup. But I'm not going to die on the hill for a League Cup, FA Cup, and a Europa League. But I'm saying, but then people will hype up Bruno, who's done none of that, and put him on a pedestal.
Yeah.
Oh, he's led us to what?
That's true.
What's he led us to? Big up Agal in the cut as well. He says, "Yo, what's good, boys? Big up to you, Agal. I think this is the real Agal. I think he's modded, so I believe it. Shout out to Agal.
EGTV is modded. I don't know if it's Agal though.
Yeah, it might not actually be the real him. We might have modded the wrong one. Here we are. Yo, Agal, message me or someone on the message me in it or Surfer so we know it's you. This is a good one from Dominic. Do you think Jason Tatum will show up tomorrow? Go to you.
He needs to show up, man. He needs to show up. Not at will. He needs to show up, man. Because they need. He need. I'll tell you, if he was on this game, the other game, they probably would have won. But because he wasn't, they had to kept taking those 3-point shots and missing, allowed Golden State back in it. But you know, they need to win. They need him to win this now. They need him to step up because I got a feeling that was a gut punch. That was a right old gut punch, that defeat for Boston, because they were ahead for nearly all the game and they allowed them to come back and take it from them. And now they're going back to Golden State. Steph's on a roll. You know what I mean? Even Draymond's probably a bit more now confident. Clay, even though he got 18 points, but I think it's in the Warriors' hands now. I really do. I think the momentum's with the Warriors, but like I said, I didn't expect Boston to win one of the games out in Golden State for the first two. So, you know what I mean? So it's anyone's at the moment, but I do think that was a real gut punch the other night for Boston. I really do. They were in the ascendancy for about 95% of that game, and then they snatched the defeat from the jaws of victory.
Steph just Stephed. That's what happened.
Yeah, but we watched it. They were just, remember, they were hitting those threes, and they just weren't like they had easier twos. They could have just built it up, let the lead slip, and then Steph just took over, man. That was all. But Tatum needs to turn up. He hasn't been good. He had a sort of good game 3, but you know, rest of the games he's been well below par, man.
It's been. Yeah, but like Surfer said, yes, he has to show up tomorrow. Will he? I don't know. Because, like Surfer was saying as well, if the Celtics win that game, then after that you win the next home game, and then you've won the chip, you've won the championship. So it is going to be very interesting, and there will be a watch along for it tomorrow as well. I actually forgot that game is tomorrow, people. I actually forgot. And the Gal, I seen that, so it is a gal, people. Big up. What Southgate did prior to be appointed with England under 21 give the FA an option, having previously given Capello and Big Sam. For the record, I always wanted Harry Redknapp to have been given the top job. There was many better managers out there than Gareth Southgate, and there still is. The English manager don't have to be English. That's a myth. Why don't you go and get the best manager for the job, regardless of passport and what nationality he is? Because I say this, and I keep saying this. If England have a competent manager in charge in the Euros, I think they win the Euros. I think if they have a competent manager, they get past Croatia in the World Cup semi-final. Do I believe they beat France? Very tough ask. But once you're in the final, all it takes is one bad referee decision, or France to have an off day, or someone in your team to have an exceptional day. You give yourself a chance, a red card, anything. Do they beat France? Probably not. But you still gotta be in the world. You're in a World Cup final. You have legit nothing to lose, and all the pressure, surprisingly for England, would have been on France in that final. All the pressure is on them, which England are not used to being in that situation. So yeah, with Southgate, he's like, there's many better. If Southgate left England today, he don't get a job in the Premier League. Who is he better than currently in the Premier League right now?
Didn't he get Middlesbrough relegated?
Exclude the managers coming up from promotion sides. Take out Arteta. Who's he better than? Is he better than Frank Lampard?
There's an argument.
Okay, the fact is the debate. So let's say for argument's sake, he's better than Lampard. So what? If he comes to the Premier League to manage a team, he's 14th best, 15th best.
Yeah, you're in the bottom half at least.
You're in the bottom half
without including the teams that got promoted.
That's my point. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I think you are struggling. Yeah, he's not better than Potter.
I don't think he's better than Hasenhüttl.
No, he's not better than Moyes.
Not better than
he's not better than Moyes.
Not better than Eddie Howe at the moment.
Yeah. Forget Klopp, Tuchel, Pep. Forget all of them, man. Ten Hag. Forget all of them.
Is there an argument? And this is going to sound like I'm really.
He's not better than Bruno Lage.
No. Is there a case for him to go to Arsenal?
Possibly.
Because I don't rate Arteta. I don't rate Arteta.
No.
So
I'm saying. So look, we're struggling. We're talking at least best case scenario. He's 14th out of 20, and that's because we don't know 3.
Yeah, and now
so he's basically 14 out of like 17.
I mean, I think you need to take a look when you're struggling to say you're not even like bringing up Leeds with Jesse Marsh and everything like that.
Because Jesse Marsh came in and helped Leeds survive. Yeah. And these are managers we don't know a lot about.
Even then you're like, we just brought him up. There's still an argument to be made whether he's better than Lampard. And do you know what I mean? And I don't rate Lampard as a manager at all. So
that's what I'm saying.
I don't know.
You know what it is I was just gonna say something random. So this hit me. Has it hit anyone that Burnley got relegated? This doesn't seem real.
I don't, because we're just used to having them around. But I think once the announcement of the fixtures happened, then
going,
everyone will be like, right, no turf more. Because they're like the last
Burnley in the
they're last of the old school shithousery
Yeah.
teams.
Yeah.
Like there's no more of them teams left now.
and they became that team that everyone just disliked because of the way they played it. They just disliked Burnley, and they were like, "Oh, we need Burnley to go down. We need Burnley to go down."
But now
But
they're
like,
so,
I think
like-
people just assumed every year they just won't go down. They'll find a way to stay up. But now they're actually down. It's weird, man.
But whatever race you're in this season, you don't have to worry about going, shit, Wednesday night I'm Burnley. Damn it. Going to 4 days like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Timo won't miss it though. He'll miss going Burnley
Timo
for the
miss it,
pies.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Timo miss it, yeah. He missed the
And the
pies.
nostalgia. You know what I'm saying? Because he's
Yeah,
proper
heritage
fucking
pies.
Chelsea, mate. Yeah, and Pyramid Scheme says, now I understand the English manager thing. No foreign manager has ever won the World Cup and only 2 have reached the final. So you're going to continue to bring. So basically, what you're saying here, Pyramid Scheme, forget skill. As long as your nationality and passport fits the bill, you're eligible for the job. To me, that is a stupid way to do business. That makes no sense. That is just pure stupidness. When it's skill, and this is again, when I say vibes, this is what this is. Oh, no foreign managers have. So that means no foreign manager will never win the World Cup. So why do we do it for club sides then?
The issue is that
I was going to say that's like saying, Man United should have a guy from Manchester in charge of the club, and it's like saying that in a way. It's the same logic.
So it's kind of like saying Chelsea should have all Cobham graduates as in their 25.
Yeah, Mason Mount in 25 years as the manager, isn't it? Like,
what's that mean? Yeah. They got to know the club or some bullshit like that.
And die for the bag.
We've already seen the effects of that.
That's what I mean, yeah. That's the whole point. So I don't want when everyone goes. It's like I think you don't want anyone from Man United legends being a manager at Man United. No. I don't want that at Chelsea at all because I feel
Ryan don't want that at Liverpool.
He doesn't want that at Liverpool. You wouldn't want Steven Gerrard.
You know what? Like clubs are so like sentimental. You know one club that I have to give so much credit to for just not being sentimental. Man City. Man City are not sentimental. They don't hire club. Well, they don't really have like club legends like that from like before the investment in it. Let's be real. But like like with players, like they've had legends like Aguero, David Silva, Yaya. But when it was time for them to go, they just told them to piss off. Legit, like Aguero, last season they just told him. I don't even think he wanted to leave, but they just said like, "Nah, you're going. We're not giving you a new contract." But a lot of clubs would have said like, "Nah, you said you're a legend, we'll give you another year." But City just don't stand for any bullshit, like they ain't appointing Vincent Kompany in charge after Pep or anything like that. Like nah, you gotta respect City.
It's not a pyramid scheme. Is not a question of arguing with the facts. I'm just saying that's what you've told me. It's forget skill set. It's all about being English. So that's what that is, and I think that's a stupid way to do business. That's a daft way to be we're at the elite level of sport, and you're telling me forget skill set. What's your nationality? So if you believe that, again, in it, like each to their own, in it. But if you believe because no foreign managers ever won the World Cup, it won't happen, cool. All right. Whoever in it. I'm saying when Southgate don't win it, this is why, again, this attitude right here is why England don't win anything. Because this is people genuinely think this. People genuinely believe this. It's the same thing that happens at Surfers Club with Chelsea. It's the same thing that happens at my club as well. In terms of, especially when your club's unsuccessful or you need people from within the club and the youth system. The reason why them teams won those World Cups is because those teams were very talented. I think the Brazilian teams that won them trophies was because the manager was Brazilian. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is not what we're doing. No, I said no. Yeah, I heard exactly what you said. I know exactly what you said, but you're saying any foreign manager of any country. That means don't get the best man for the job. So you could have the best man for the job who fits the bill perfectly, but because he's not Brazilian means he won't win the World Cup. That's stupid. Well, hey, each to their own. What I'm saying in that, each to their own, and I pick the best man for the job personally at elite level of sport, but that's just me.
I'm gonna go. I'm very tired.
All right, Surfer, bless up. Yeah, we'll close out the show shortly. Big up, man. Catch up with you soon, man. Bless.
That was what AC said to Chelsea. I'm very tired, and decided to leave.
So mad. You know what I'm saying?
You hear that? No one laughed.
Anyway, no.
You gotta laugh at your own jokes, fam. Jeremiah says, flawless. I think it's better to be fair on Southgate. Obviously, because of him making it to the final. If Southgate doesn't win the World Cup, I'm fully on board that he should leave. Here's the thing is, I couldn't care less for England's success. I have no emotional interest. I have zero interest in it anyway. The only reason why I'm talking about this is because this has been brought up on here. But never will I be randomly talking about Southgate and England in the World Cup. However, with Southgate in charge, are England going to do anything? No. They're not, because he's not good enough. Like I said, if he was sacked tomorrow, he don't get a Premier League job. Man think I'm joking when I say he's Ollie in a waistcoat. He is. He's Ollie in a waistcoat. Who gets hyped up for winning England nothing. And that's what it is. People don't like the fact that I talk about it like that, but that's in essence what it is. Hyping up mediocrity is Bruno Fernandes. It's the same thing. Go do something. Go win something. It's like when I see Arsenal fans hyping up their team, go do something. Go do something of significance. And then we always want to crown kings without people doing king things. All the time. I don't even know if I can say all that again, but yes. Always want to crown kings, go do king things. You don't just get given a crown and just sit on the throne. Like, nah. We crowning, like, again, that Southgate, each to their own, in England ain't doing nothing. But we move. That means there's maybe more to it than just credentials, perhaps language, man management, etc. No, I disagree entirely. All those teams that won the World Cup were very, very talented sides. That's what it is. It's a skill set thing. This is why there's only 6 teams that have ever won the World Cup. I think it's Brazil.
Really?
Yeah, it's like 6 teams who have ever won the World Cup. It's Brazil, England, France, Uruguay, Italy, Spain, Germany, something like that. Yeah. It's like 6, 7 teams. So it's nothing. It's not a credentials thing. It's a skill set. Argentina. It's a skill set thing. So there's like 7. And Uruguay's they won like in the 1930s, I think. Let me check this actually.
Yeah, they won more than one, I think, as well.
Yeah, they won like the first 2. Let me see. Let me have a look now. I'll have a look now. Let me actually Google this. Oh, yeah, it's nothing to do with that. It's skill set in terms of recent times. Hold up. Let me have a look here. So you got France, Germany, Spain, Italy, Brazil, Argentina, Uruguay. So that's it. So Uruguay, Italy, Germany, Brazil, Argentina, France, Spain, Germany. You've had 8 winners in the history of the sport. That's nothing to do with the nationality of the manager. That's talent. Are they not the most, Ryan, correct me if I'm wrong, are they not some, minus Uruguay, are they not the most, don't those countries produce most of the talented players in the world?
Brazil and Argentina.
Brazil, Argentina, Germany, Italy, France. So what you're telling me is the countries who have produced a lot of the best talent we've ever seen happen to win more World Cups. Is that what you're saying? Yeah, throw England in it. Yeah. Throw England in the mix as well. And they're a country who produced the best. So I don't think it's anything to do with the nationality of the managers. I'm saying go get Holland, they've had quality players and they've had Dutchmen. How come they've never done anything? Because it's a quality thing. It's a manager skill set thing as well. But hey, it's what it is, isn't it?
Matchy, so in England, I couldn't give a 2 shits about England winning anything in it, honestly. Like, what? But honestly, if they'd have won that Euros, it would have been.
Talk about it.
You wouldn't have heard the end of it in it. Like, I actually am glad they didn't win it now in it, because there would have been like, you would have heard about it 24/7. It would have been annoying. Sir Gareth Southgate and all this rubbish that would have happened. Like, honestly, man, it's good Italy, man. Italy, you save football in it.
They did. Don't give this country anything.
This country doesn't deserve a World Cup or Euros.
Don't give this country any World Cup. Nah. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think it is. And Prime says, flawless. I think the quote is, if a king constantly calls himself a king, he's not really a king. I wasn't even trying to get to this, even though I love this phrase. I was just saying it in it. I was just trying to make a point. That's all it is. But yeah, man, like Arsenal are that king who just don't do anything. Go do some king shit. Hey, go get a European Cup in your club's history, and then we'll talk. Well, we move. Speaking of the World Cup, I'm looking here. So what are the actual interesting groups? Obviously, the England, Iran, United States, Wales group. That's interesting. That's going.
England
so
and
you got
Wales
England,
in the
United
same
States,
group. That's good still.
England, Wales. That's good. Mexico, Argentina, Poland, Saudi Arabia. I'm gonna keep an eye on that group.
That's quite a good group. That's a good, decent group.
Well, that was decent. Obviously, France, Denmark, Q Lewis, Tunisia, and then one of the playoff teams. Spain and Germany in the same group as well, which I like.
Yeah.
Spain and Germany alongside Japan and another playoff team. Brazil in the same group as Cameroon, Switzerland, Serbia. We all know about issues they've had. And then Portugal, Ghana, Uruguay. Oh, Ghana, Uruguay. Rematch.
After what
Let's
happened
go.
in 2010, yeah.
I like that. There's Jeremiah saying England will easily win that group. I think England will get through.
Only easily. I think they'll get through.
Well,
Wales could finish above England. No, I'm no lie, they actually could.
You reckon Gareth Bale going to run it back one more time?
I think he's capable, 100%. I think this is his last big thing in football. His last because he'll go to some I don't know, some club next season. He'll just to keep himself fit for the World Cup and all that, and just let things like that. But a lot of focus won't go on to that. It'll be literally the World Cup. That's Gareth Bale. And I think at the end of next season, I could see him retiring from football. The World Cup is literally his last thing, I think.
Yeah, because
he's not going to win it. He's not going to win the World Cup. We all know he's not, but he could get Wales as far as he can, like he did in that Euros. Still, I don't think he will. But I think they'll get past the group. Wales. I think they'll get into the last 16.
I hope
they do as well, because you need play. You want the World Cup needs players like Gareth Bale to get far, man.
Because I'm looking here now, because it's United States and Iran. Obviously, I don't know a lot about the Iranian national team, nor do I know a lot about the United States national team. But it's going to be interesting. I'm looking forward to the World Cup. I am genuinely looking forward to that 2022 World Cup. And then the 2026 World Cup, I'm definitely looking forward to, because I'm looking to get out there. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking to travel out there. Yo, Lewis, you need to pull up. Brian, you prick, if you're about to pull up. We need to go stateside, man. I mean, serious. 100%. You think I'm joking? I'm going. Without question.
I do that still.
And hey, Lewis, weed legal out there, fam. I don't even know if he's there.
Yeah, I'm in.
See,
he's watching AC.
I'm going for a FIFA game.
Oh, is it? Bad, man. How you doing, Ultimate Team?
Seasons.
Oh, seasons. How you be at them?
Nah, bro, on FIFA, yeah. He playing FIFA because he can still have AC as a Chelsea player on FIFA, innit? So he's doing, man, innit?
Flawless had to force that one out as well, man.
Right? No, he didn't. He actually found that funny, man.
I was actually, you know what? I was actually half laughing at that and half laughing at.
You man, 50%, bro.
It was 50%. It was the nipping thing, because he was saying Uruguay's World Cup drought is longer than England, because nipping is proper.
He's in it.
Union Jack.
He's proper,
he is Union Jack.
He's a proper UJ, innit?
He is a proper UJ.
That is good, innit? UJ.
That is spot on. Spot on. Absolutely. Big on Maddis Duns says England having it easy is peak for them, as their potential knockout stage opponents will just spark them out still. Love how they brainlessly celebrated having that group, not knowing that. Let me actually see if there's a what's it called? You know, when you can do the draw. What is it?
Oh, right. So the path to the finals.
Yeah. I forgot the name of it though. Bear in mind, people, it's 3 a.m. in the morning. What is it? The friggin'. Oh, you know what I'm talking about though, where you can select who's you think's gonna go through, and it matches it up. What's it called, you lot in the chat? Because Ryan's no use. You know what I'm saying? So
I don't know.
This guy don't have a fucking clue. You know, ask you for one. You have one job. You know, this guy. Look at him.
What?
This guy. Comedian. But yeah, I get exactly what you're saying, Matt is done. Diego says, remember the players selected won't have played a full season, so they should be interesting. I'm looking forward to see how far Senegal get in the competition. Yeah, man, that's what I'm looking to watch closely, is all the African nations. Of course, I want to see all the African nations do well. I want to see them all the African nations do well. And whenever a Caribbean nation makes it, like Trinidad and Tobago, I think made it in 2006, I'm supporting them. I'm hoping Jamaica make the 2026 World Cup, God willing, so I can be out there in the full Jamaica strip, shorts, socks, the whole nine. You know what I'm saying? And that can't wait. So hopefully Jamaica.
Are you gonna be a top?
Be great.
What do we call it? What are we calling this? You know, Jamaica. You know, we had what are we calling it now? You're gonna
we'll come up with something. We'll come up with something. We will come up with something. Yeah. It is. Right, roll to the final. There it is. Roll to the final simulator. Big up the chat. You lot are the real ones in that. Because this guy's a fucking comedian here. You just didn't help. What do you mean? You didn't help. Yeah, no, fucking useless. You have one job, you know. One job.
By the way, the Premier League fixtures come out on Thursday as well.
Okay, yeah, it does. Right, so England will play before we get to that. How does it work? Hold up. I don't even know how this shit works. I just hold it. So I'm guessing, will England play the team in Group A? How the hell does this shit work? Hold up. They're just complicating simple matters at this point. It should just be winner of Group A faces the runner-up from Group B. And that's how it should work.
Just simple, innit?
Yeah, just simple. How you're thinking, just simple. Well, here we are. This guy, right? I can't even find one in it. But we move people, right? We're gonna close out the show. I love to everyone that's locked in. We're back today. I'll be on Statman Baines' Twitch, Stats, Facts, and Vibes. Don't know what we'll be talking about, but I'll be there at 5:30 p.m. Then, what am I doing? I think we're doing another Q&A. We're doing a Q&A on the Twitch, though, people. So there'll be a Q&A on the Twitch.
There's a Q&A tomorrow?
Yeah, there's a Q&A on the Twitch. Yeah, man, we revved up the content, you know what I'm saying, since you've been gone so long and that, you know what I'm saying? So I think things have moved around.
Well, you missed me, man. I can
changed. Yeah, sure. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you got to tell yourself, innit? I'm saying. The chat's missed you, innit? I don't know about me.
We all know Lewis misses AC, though. That's
we know that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Lewis definitely misses AC more than we
We're actually here for you still.
Oh, yeah, shit. Monday, I forgot, actually. Yeah, so what we will be doing is, I forgot. So not only will you get Stats, Facts, and Vibes, I do a France versus Croatia watch-along. I will do that Nations League right here on the YouTube channel. Then I'll do a Sarcasm City Sports Q&A on the Twitch. So we'll run just like this. So make sure you follow in the Twitch. The link's underneath in the description. And then the NBA game 5. Golden State Warriors, versus Boston.
I can watch those now.
Yep. All right, so hop on. So that'll be 2 a.m. But before that, the Q&A will probably be about 11:30 p.m. people. But check out the upcoming live stream schedules on the Twitch, here on the YouTube, let you know all the shows that are coming up. Yeah, Agenda you'll see Ryan on there. You'll see Ryan on there. Don't worry in it. You will see.
I've been in enough of those Agenda SCs, man.
You've been on a lot. You have been
a lot.
Well, you're Ryan. Anything you want to add before we close out the show?
It's been good being back, man. I've genuinely missed it, to be fair. Like, really missed it. It's been good to be back, man. Yeah, we probably got Shameless on Tuesday as well, haven't we? On Tuesday, isn't it, Lewis?
I think so. Yeah. We're trying to pattern it.
Yeah, Tuesday.
Yeah.
So I will be there. Ryan will be there. Lewis will be there. Amongst others, plus others. We are going.
Yeah. Big up everyone in the comments as well. My team had a shit end to the season, but
hold that right now.
We go again. So
hold that. Yo, Lewis, my brother. Anything you want to add before we leave the stream?
End of an era and all that, but we're still world champions. Re-signed the contract out the Chelsea.
Oh my God, this guy. And yeah, Cedric, I hear you. Yo, hit your boy when you come stateside, fam. Yeah, you on the East Coast or West Coast? Because we'll probably be on the West, because obviously that's where Peter's at, that's where Eddie's at. But we will be what's it called? Yes, we will be stateside. But this is in 4 years' time, people. But we're letting you know way in advance, in it. Because the World Cup's been extended as well. So you never know, man. Pakistan might be there. Ryan, you can be out there in your green and white strip.
You getting there, man. Oh, by the way, I think we beaten West Indies in the
I was watching.
Well.
Unfortunately,
I was
getting my head on. You watching it? Shit. Yeah, I was getting my head on. I was half watching it. Yeah.
Oh, was it? What was it on in the barbers?
No. I get my hair done. I don't get this done at the barbers. I get the beard trimmed at the barbers.
Oh, right.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Got a family tree to do this. You know what I'm saying? And that.
You actually watch it? I turned it off when it went to like where West Indies was 7 down, because I knew we were going to win it, innit? Like,
I knew that. Watching the game, I was like, yeah, you gonna. When we went down to 7 wickets, I was like, yeah, the show's over.
What was the score in the end? Like, did you just get bowled out? You must have just got bowled out.
I didn't watch it in the end, innit? No, I ain't gonna watch that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? I'm in Chicago, fam, but I travel on the East Coast because the majority of my family lives in New York City. Fam, I ran away from Rat City. Yeah, big up. Like I said, it's 4 years in advance, so plans will change in it. We might end up on the East Coast. Because I got family tree out there on the East Coast anyway that I have to see. But I am legit looking to come out there from the start of the tournament all the way to the end in it. I'm looking to have a good month, 5 weeks out there in it, and just watch football, create content, drink liquor, and just party.
You know, World Cup vibes are different, you know.
They are, you know.
World Cup vibes, yeah. Honestly, wherever you're watching it, especially in the summer, I'm interested to see what it's going to be like during the winter. To be fair,
you know why I think it'll be popping? Because everyone will have Christmas fever.
Yeah, exactly. It'll be good. But World Cup vibes hit different.
Yeah, absolutely. Because even the Euros, that's the most I've enjoyed the Euros in a long time.
The Euros were lit.
And I think it's because of the streaming and I'm waking up, and then it's like 2-3 games a day, and it's high stakes, and you're seeing quality ballers, and then I'm jumping on streams, and then everyone's joining. You know what I'm saying? You're getting booed. That's when you got booed on the stream. That was great. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
This guy got booed, Joe.
But you remember we did the Copa America watch along as well? And I turned up like drunk for 2 of them.
Yeah, and you're just talking absolute rubbish. Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? Awesome, fam. 2026 can't get here fast enough. Trust me, man. It's 4 years away. And I talk about it like it's tomorrow. Like I'm telling you, Cedric. I'm like legit. Like when I never forget we was on a stream and Peter was the one who told me that the World Cup after this one is stateside. And I was like, what? I was like, I'm there. You know what I'm saying? America, Canada, and Mexico. I'm like, are you mad?
And
like,
American stadiums are huge as well.
Yo, you know how waves I'm gonna, and the great content. Imagine us three here when you're adding Eddie and Peter doing like a live watch along all together, watching a big game in the World Cup.
Oh, that'd be funny, man.
You know how much great content. People, we will still provide you content as well. Not obviously 2022 World Cup will probably stream here. You'll get watch alongs, but that 2026 one, you'll get that occasional one in it if all goes to plan. But hopefully by then, Sarcasm City's, I don't know, on some big astronomical number like Lewis in it. I'm trying to be like Lewis. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, love to everyone who has locked in. And this has been the Sarcasm City Sports Q&A on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube.